Wait, right back.
What's going on? Welcome back to Bad Takes Better Conversations. This is
I gotta turn my light on.
You gotta mute yourself, Steven. Welcome back to episode 77 of Bad Takes Better Conversations. I'm one of your hosts, Wrestle Spot. We got Tommy.
What's up, you guys, man? It's your boy, Tommy. It says Tommy Pack right here because we're still suffering from a Wrestlemania loss. I mean, the show must go on, I guess. Tuesday, they got some hot debate going on, Attitude Era versus Current Era, which I'm actually pretty excited for. But, chilling. Setup is growing. Ignore the mess in the back. I got it on pack still, but yeah. Go ahead, Steve.
I'm interested to see that debate because apparently there's word out there that I don't know who's we, but we are done with the 90s. Is that true? We'll watch Taco Blaze and see what he means by that. We'll see what he means by that. But that debate will be Attitude Era versus the Current Era. Steven, what's up, man? If you're there.
Yeah, waiting on me.
Intro.
Oh, y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy Steven Sports, man. Generational talent, man. So we're back at it. I don't know what we talking about here, but I'm ready to go. I ain't gonna lie, SmackDown was elite. That's all I can say. Joel and video out. I got a brand new video dropping with Tio. There could be another documentary on Bianca Belair, so make sure y'all look out on that. What up, Devin? Appreciate you. And yeah, that's it.
All right, man. Then we got a guest, and unfortunately, this will be his last appearance as a guest here on Bad Takes Better Conversations. But what's up, Rod?
What's going on, man? Your boy Rod Hardy, and yeah, at least for now, man. Last time as a guest here, and so we're gonna have fun here tonight. Talk about some wrestling, and so yeah, let's do it.
No bad blood, no nothing. Just we got to keep new, fresh guests every week and all that. But let's get right into it, man. The biggest thing that happened this week is that crazy episode of SmackDown. We can just actually no. We'll get to that in a little bit. Tommy, what happened with TNA, man?
I got the quick results. So Sacrifice happened. You know what I'm saying? Quick little. I call Sacrifice kind of like a filler pay-per-view almost because it's cool, but there's no big story beats. Like the main event really only had 2 weeks to build, nothing too crazy. So I call this kind of like a filler. But Nick Nemeth did have his big match, Phil. Nick Nemeth kicked off the show going against Steve Macklin. That was probably one of Steve Macklin's best matches. I mean, shout out to Dolph Ziggler, Nick Nemeth. He didn't carry, but Steve needed a match like that under his belt. Hello, Lee. Nick Nemeth is beating Steve Macklin. This next match, I'm not really I don't know how I feel about it. ABC ends up losing the tag titles to Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards. I guess they're just trying to build up the system, that new faction they got going on in TNA. PCO beats Khan. That's a filler match. I'm going to be honest. PCO's too old to be doing whatever he's doing. And then AJ Francis is finally wrestling on TNA television. He's going against Joe Hendry on Thursday. That was announced at Sacrifice. So that should be, I guess, kind of cool. MK Ultra loses the Knockouts tag team titles. Sorry, Steven. I know he's an MK Ultra fan, or at least a Killer Kelly fan. She lost. Danny Luna and Jody Threat won the tag titles. I think Danny Luna is going to be the future of the Knockouts division, so I think they're just putting her in the tag division to kind of push her along and, just have her winning something, because right now the Knockouts division is kind of stacked, so there's not much room for her right now. But this one was good. So we had Alex Hammerstone versus Josh Alexander 2. Alex Hammerstone actually picks up the win, but not a clean win. He actually ends up cheating, turning full heel, kicking Josh Alexander right in the dick. But yeah, that's how that ended. Alex Hammerstone got the win. He even for Josh Alexander's headgear, he was wearing it around his bicep. I thought that was pretty funny. So Alex Hammerstone is a heel in TNA. That should be interesting. But the TNA World Champion is a heel, by the way, too. So I don't know. I kind of wanted him to get in that mix kind of early, but we'll see. Mustafa Ali and Grizzled Young Veterans They ended up beating Time Machine, Kushida, Chris Sabin, and Alex Shelley in a 6-man tag. I love how they're keeping Ali strong, even in these multi-man tag matches. Ali should never take a pin on TNA television, just so WWE can see what they missed out on. Ash by Elegance came to the ring. That's Dana Brooke, by the way. Dana Brooke came to the ring just to watch the Knockouts Championship match, so I guess she's going to throw herself into the mix after this match. It was Jordan Grace, Zara Brookside, and Tasha Steelz. Zara Brookside took the pin. Jordan Grace got the win, so she's still our Knockouts champion. She's going to be Knockouts champion for a very long time. And then our main event, we got Moose and Eric Young. Moose beats Eric Young. I thought this was one of Eric Young's best matches I've ever seen. But I could be on a recency bias kind of thing, but because he's been doing this for a really long time, but Moose just gave him one of his best matches I've ever seen. But Moose retains. So nothing too crazy. Solid little show. Thursday should be fun. Like I said, we got AJ Francis finally wrestling on TNA television, so that should be pretty cool. And then hopefully we get to see what this hill run for Alex Hammerstone what else he's about to do. But yeah, let's keep going with the show, man. TNA was solid. Let's go.
That's what's up. That's what's up. But what should we get into first? Should we start at the top of the week?
Do you want to? I mean,
top of the week would be Revolution, so start off with that.
Oh yeah. I guess we need to hit on that. Konosuke Takeshita and Will Ospreay. Holy shit! That's all I gotta say. Holy shit!
Crazy match. Crazy match.
They both went out looking real great, man.
Oh my god! And we'll get to the Dynamite talk and Collision talk, but I knew Will Ospreay was a big signing, but I feel like this is a little bit bigger than what I thought. He's just the crowd and the control that he has over the crowd is just he's over, bro. And I mean over, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Over, big time.
Should I run through the results?
Yeah, let's hear about it. Let's go through it.
We'll talk a little bit more about the highlights than the lowlights. Yeah.
So, to start off the show, you got for the AEW TNT Championship, Christian Cage defeated Daniel Garcia. That match, very good, pretty good, honestly. Daniel Garcia, couldn't do it, man. Christian Cage keeps being Father of the Year, so and TNT Championship. So, this one I did love though, the Continental Crown Championship between Daniel Bryan and Bryan Danielson and Eddie Kingston. If the stipulation was if Danielson loses, he must shake Kingston's hand. These two, honestly, this was, obviously the third match in their little trilogy that they're having currently. And they definitely told a really great story. The first match around, Bryan Danielson did not take Eddie Kingston serious at all. The second match, he started to kind of realize, oh, okay, maybe this guy is, because obviously Bryan Danielson was calling him a bum. So he started to take him a little more serious in the second time. And then the third time at Revolution on Sunday, he definitely was he was frustrated because he couldn't put him down. And these two went out there and absolutely put on a very great match. What'd you guys think of the match?
At first I kind of laughed at the stipulation when they were really emphasizing that you gotta shake my hand. First I was laughing at it, but obviously, I'm not gonna lie. Bryan Danielson has low-key been on a run the early parts of this 2024. And again, he got Ospreay coming up, but this match was just another one of those matches where Bryan Danielson he's really good at making the other guy look amazing. Not saying he carried anybody. I'm not saying that. I know how Chad can get, so I'm not saying that. But that just shows that's one of those skills that he just has that's just above the rest. And
you spitting, bro. Every time Daniel Bryan wrestled, bro, it's like the other nigga's like a star, nigga. I'm like, damn.
Every time.
Bro. No, you spitting.
It's insane. It makes no sense, but kudos to him, man. Great match, and Eddie deserved that win. He did. So that was great.
Don't get me wrong. I like that. Eddie deserved it and all that. But at the same time, when are we going to start? I think there's such thing as being too selfless. And I feel like Bryan Danielson's AEW run has kind of been that. Get some gold on the man.
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I think this might be his last year. So he at least needs to get a little something. But I feel like he's kind of, since he has like creative direction, I feel like he's also not trying to win championships. I think he's past that. He's more towards like, putting talent that are going to be there for the foreseeable future, and which I do understand. I mean, obviously he's won loads of championships throughout his whole career, and
Yeah.
he's had a successful career. So I mean, a championship here couldn't probably wouldn't do much to his career, unless it's a world title, obviously the AEW world title. But I just don't see him winning the world title. So hey man, I hope he wins one, but this appears to be the last year of his career, so I guess we'll see.
I'll never
Steven,
say never though. I
Yep.
mean, we did get a Samoa Joe title run, or we
Yeah.
are getting one. So I'll never say never on that one. I still think.
I think
Bryan
this
Danielson. Go
is
ahead.
kind of the way I'm looking at it. Just like wrestling as finest is. Just like with Cena, if you keep losing and losing, the elevation to superstars will feel less. Like LA Knight, no, I'm sorry, not LA Knight, Solo and Theory in the past year.
That's fair.
This wasn't that situation, but if it keeps happening, then it doesn't really,
He made Shane Taylor look like $1 million.
Yeah, last night. Yeah, that was a great match. A great match. And let's move on to the number one contender AEW World Championship 8-way All-Star Scramble match. Wardlow defeats Chris Jericho, Powerhouse Hobbs, Lance Archer, Hook, Brian Cage, Dante Martin, and Magnus. I thought this match was okay. It had its moments, but it could have been a lot better if it wasn't for so many Dante Martin botches. I feel like he was trying to do too much. And it's actually part of the reason like this match just never got to that second gear that I thought it could. At one point in the match, at the beginning of the match, they had all the big guys in the match while all the smaller guys were kind of just tossed out. And then they ran an angle kind of when all the like smaller guys were in the match and all the big guys were out. By the way, that comment right there, get Jericho off my screen. Yeah, needs to happen. I'm sick and tired of seeing Jericho in these main matches, let alone I just don't want to see him no more. I think his character has run its course, and him as a wrestler has run its course too.
Agreed.
But the right person won. Wardlow won, and this Wednesday on Big Business, big show coming up. Wardlow's gonna go up against Samoa Joe in what I think can be an amazing match. Wardlow's not gonna win. I'll tell you that right now. I'll be there, by the way, and I'll be there to see the debut of a certain someone. A certain someone. Money.
The best of the four horsemen, man.
So yeah, that match it just never got to the second gear. What do you guys have to say about it?
Match was Match was I think it was just the obvious winner, but also at the same time the right winner, so not too mad at it.
Tony Khan could have really good cards if he just stopped like force feeding us random things like this. I just think it was just a filler. This was whatever with me. I just don't see Wardlow winning any. I don't see him winning. Bruh, if Tony Khan fucks this up, Serve is your next world champion. If Tony Khan fucks this up, I'll be pissed. That's all I gotta say. Serve is your next world champion, bruh. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Let's answer this real quick. Do you think MJF is coming back on Wednesday?
I mean, he should. His old faction is named Child Axley. He's the one that.
Not gonna lie, if I think either Wardlow is winning the title this week, or MJF's gonna ruin it for him.
So I don't think he's coming back this week. Like Tommy was saying, the faction that's actually an AEW Dynasty, which is the pay-per-view at the end of April. That's when I do think he's going to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Not this week. I don't think they want to have MJF return and Mercedes Moné debut on the same night. I think it would just be too much. Another thing, Okada's going to wrestle, by the way, on Wednesday night. Him and the Elite. So I don't think they want to put too much on that card. So I think they're going to save MJF for potentially a little bit down the road at AEW Dynasty. So
real quick, that's gonna be like a whole little segment talking about Mania and all that because of the big match that got announced. But we're just gonna get to Revolution real quick.
You guys feel the mana yet?
I think you meant Mania. I hope.
I don't know because The Rock does say mana. Do you feel the mana?
Oh, okay.
That's what he meant. I feel the mana. I mean, last night. I mean, no, not last night. Today's Sunday. On Friday night, The Rock entrance. Yeah, we'll talk about it. But yes,
Shit was
Wrestlemania.
crazy.
Let's continue on with this card. So this one I was very happy about, but this was for the AEW International Championship. Roderick Strong defeated Orange Cassidy.
Mhm.
Next
This
strong,
was
man.
the right thing to do.
Mhm.
The
Clean,
only
by the
thing
way.
clean and a very great match. Oh my god. There was a part of this match where Roderick Strong had Orange Cassidy at the on the top rope, and like he literally, I don't remember what the move exactly was, but his body hit the turnbuckle and the rope, and he flipped
Yeah.
outside. Dude, that move looked absolutely nasty for Orange Cassidy to take, but the right person won. The other thing that I hate about this is that Orange Cassidy is still on TV. I think he needs to
Yeah, he should take some time.
he needs to take some time off. Like a certain someone who's going to take time off after this week, but we'll get into that a little bit into this card.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, the right person won, and it's honestly making the Undisputed Kingdom have a little more meaning to them. So we'll see if it keeps up. And AEW Dynamite was seemed like it was a good signal and a good direction for the Undisputed Kingdom, and we'll talk about that pretty soon. So, what do you guys think about this match?
Real quick to kind of foreshadow for later, if you're a certain fan of that someone is Darby Allin, you're not gonna like what I have to say. But this match was really good. Right person won. I think it would have hurt the match, and it would have hurt Orange Cassidy, to be honest with you, if he would have won this year. So I'm glad they gave it to Roderick.
I mean, I'm just honestly excited for what's to come. We're already beating Orange Cassidy clean. Hopefully that means he has a lot more like clean victories because he's obviously a heel. But this, I mean, we're gonna get Roddy back from ROH, like the bangers after bangers after bangers after. Right, it's gonna be good. I'm just excited for that, man. I'm just excited for that.
Oh wait, have we talked about what happened after yet?
No, I don't think so.
Kyle O'Reilly, man,
Yeah.
he's back. That was a weird way to do it. I was gonna say It was a weird way to make him return though, because he didn't really do nothing. He pulled up, stared at him, hugged Roderick. They gave him a shirt. He gave the shirt back. I feel like there was that could have been a Dynamite segment, but nonetheless, it's cool to see Kyle O'Reilly back.
I think I'm just happy to see him back, man. I'm curious to where they're gonna go with it, you know, because it was so weird how he came back. So I guess if that's their way of getting me to tune in again, I guess it worked because it was kind of odd. It was weird.
Then we'll get on to this match, the Blackpool Combat Club defeating FTR. So I'll give you a little fun fact about this match, but this match, by the way, by Dave Meltzer was rated a 4.75. In no way do I think this match should have even come close to a 5-star rating, let alone like this match should not be better than certain matches. I don't remember what the star rating was for the 3-way AEW World Championship match, but if that match is rated higher than the World Championship match, then I don't know what Dave is smoking on.
I think that's rated higher than
the
Michaels
3-way, right?
Taker. Michaels and Taker.
Oh yeah.
What the
Crazy.
fuck?
Crazy. Because this match, it was okay. I mean, you know, whatever. The Blackpool Combat Club, they defeated FTR, but I'm starting to think that Dave Meltzer wants to just ride freaking FTR. So he just keeps riding them.
Don't get me wrong, I liked the match. I thought the match was good. And I kind of like pick up on what we talked about last week. I don't know if y'all agreed with me or not, but I'm still so tired. I'm like, at first I was like not foreseeing Blackpool Combat Club wrestle all the time, but I don't know what it is, man. I just couldn't get. I'm not rocking with Blackpool Combat Club anymore. I don't know what it is. I'm sure they put on good matches and all that, but like, they're singles guys to me.
I kind of said it when we were doing our predictions. I don't like this I mean, granted, the Blackpool Combat Club, they've been together in AEW for a while now, blah, blah, blah. But I just feel like for as long as FTR has been a tag team, they shouldn't be losing, especially a big match like that. Don't want to call them a makeshift tag team, but for lack of a better term, makeshift tag team. I mean, it's cool. I really, really, really am trusting Tony Khan to like revive this tag team division with this tournament he's doing that he's hyping up. So I'm just gonna hang on and just pray. I mean, again, we'll get there, but we got a new young tag team that just showed up out of nowhere on was it It was either Dynamite or Collision. I combined those shows now, to be honest with you. But so I'm hoping it gets better for that division, man. Because they got teams. It's just we'll see.
Yes, Blackpool has definitely run its course, for sure, Devin. Let's move on to probably the weakest match of the night. In my personal opinion, Toni Storm defeated Deonna Purrazzo for the AEW Women's World Championship. Honestly, this match was okay. Toni Storm won. I didn't think Deonna Purrazzo was actually going to win. She's going to get her championship win at some point, but just wasn't at Revolution. So this match was okay. We're gonna skip over this match, but we're gonna go to the to the AEW World Championship 3-way match. Samoa Joe defeated Swerve Strickland and Adam Page. This match was very, very good. Samoa Joe was almost playing a little bit second fiddle to the story of Swerve Strickland and Adam Page. And actually, at the end of the match, this just tells you that Adam Page is a freaking hater. Like, he was in a coquina clutch, looked over at Swerve Strickland that he was gonna come over and break up the submission, and he just tapped. He literally just tapped. So like, Adam Page is on an amazing run as this heel. It's only been literally a week, and he's been doing very good with it. But yeah, so you were talking about it earlier. Swerve Strickland definitely is the next guy to win the AEW World Championship. He's hot.
Good heel, man.
He's a face now, and the crowd still loves him. He's been on this absolutely crazy run since Full Gear, even a little bit prior to that when he was with the Mogul Embassy, what he was doing to like Nick Wayne and stuff. But he's been on an amazing run, and honestly, him turning heel actually made people like him a lot more, and that's why he's currently on this face run that he's on. So he's definitely the next guy to be the world champion.
I mean, you guys know how I feel about Swerve, man. I mean, I got the Prince Nana follow on Twitter, so me and him locked in like this, So he is going to be the next AEW World Champion. And I think another slept on thing, Axel kind of hit on it already, when he's not in the ring and wrestling and he's doing a promo on the mic or just connecting with the crowd, a very slept on quality is connecting with the crowd. And Swerve he's doing it at all-time high. Right? Well, not all-time high. For him, it's all-time high. So he's just the next guy, man. Tony Khan, don't fuck this up, man. You're doing great work right now. Don't fuck this up. That's all I'm saying.
We'll get into it later, but their decision to take Hangman off TV, maybe it's okay. Maybe it's because of an injury or something, but if it's not an injury-based thing, it's kind of weird to take him off TV right now because Hangman.
I feel like he's about to get hot again. I was say he's about to get hot
again,
again, bro. He was about to get hot again. So.
As a heel, great. His face work can be criticized a little bit more, but his heel work is pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie.
He's a psycho.
I think part of the reason they're gonna take him off TV, I think they're gonna repackage him a little bit as a heel. Probably gonna give him a new theme and a whole new sets, like attire set. So depending what they do with him, they could definitely capitalize on this. But yeah, taking him off TV is a little bit I don't know. I feel like they're gonna ruin his momentum a little bit with it. But depending on how they repackage him and when they bring him back, I think this could hit way differently.
Say if the fact they're taking him off TV, and Swerve fans, I'm a Swerve fan myself, but we got to be ready because it looks like they're heading in the direction where Swerve gets a title match, and Hangman's gonna be off TV for a little bit, but he's gonna come back and he's gonna ruin it for Swerve, man.
Bro, I'm gonna get my one with Hangman myself.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna get on to this match now. This might be the best match of the year, and I don't know if anything's gonna beat it. Will Ospreay defeated Konosuke Takeshita. This was wrestling. Like, this was professional wrestling right here at its finest. Will Ospreay. Now, he is on an amazing run. Takeshita, by the way, he has a theme again now. So he's not walking out to no music, which is great. I love it. Okay. But man, I hate talking about just Ospreay because Takeshita did just as well as Ospreay. These two absolutely went out there and delivered one of the best matches you'll see out there. Like, this was hard hitting, and I mean, they were hitting Frankensteiners and freaking hidden blades, and this was elite.
Tommy, I've been telling you he's been like that, man. Ever since we started BTBC to catch the is. He's gonna be good, man. He's gonna be good. But match solid, man. Better than solid. It was really good. Ospreay's gonna be big for AEW, man. And just as good as he made himself look, both of these guys made each other look real good, man.
Bro, I tweeted this. I said, well, Ospreay is low key, a needle move for AEW, bro. Look out.
Yeah, Will Ospreay's gonna be big for AEW. Chris, appreciate it, man. But yeah, now Will Ospreay.
Me personally, Wrestle Spot. Not going for.
No, don't worry, Steven. I'll see him on Monday.
Yeah, no. Will Ospreay's gonna be big for them, and Konosuke, dude, he's still young, and he's just gonna progress. Even it's crazy because he's already this damn good, and he's only gonna get better. I believe he's in like his 20s, if I'm not mistaken. So, so it's crazy that he's actually gonna get better. And then we'll move on to the main event. Sting's last match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship Tornado match. Sting and Darby Allin defeated the Young Bucks, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, which caught me by surprise. This match was very overbooked, but it was very fun. Ric Flair came to the ring. There's been something that's been going around with the whole, glass spot with Darby Allin going through through the glass from the ladder. That might be one of the most insane spots I think I've ever seen. If you haven't seen it, go watch it and go look at a picture of his back, because there was like legit lacerations all over his back. It looked absolutely disgusting. Not only did he go through glass, but a freaking 60-plus-year-old Sting went through glass too. But there's been this thing that's been going around that the glass was getting into like people's faces and stuff, and
it's a lawsuit, man.
It's a lawsuit, and we'll see what comes with it. But for right now, Sting's last match was amazing, and not only that, man, the promo package before the match was so good. And then his sons coming out to different versions of Sting, and his sons were hitting stinger splashes onto Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. I thought that was a phenomenal moment. It was overbooked, but it was fun as hell, and I actually did not mind it. I just found it very crazy that Sting and Darby Allin won, but hey, Sting retires undefeated in AEW. So, hey, what a good send-off for Sting,
I'm just happy. I'm a big fan of when they're able to go out on their own terms and get the it just they're what they saw their retirement to be. They got what they wanted. So regardless of how it ended, regardless any of that, just because it's how he wanted to go out, bro, it was perfect for him, man. So I'm happy for Sting. Thank you, Sting, man. What a career, man. I'm like an hour and a half into the TNA and the Sting complete history story video thing. And it's just, man, what a guy. What a legend. What a guy. But yeah, thank you, Sting, man. Thank you, Sting. That's all I gotta say,
man. I'm gonna sound nitpicky and all that. First up, before I sound like that, I will say that the match was good, fun. Young Bucks looked great. Sting did good. Darby, man, he had some good parts in the match, but that's not it. I'm not gonna lie, that's not it. It's not enjoyable to watch. It's a stupid spot. It was not needed. He put himself in a wheelchair before I don't know how old he is now, but damn near 35, bro. That's so he's thrown, but that shit's it's just bad to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
One thing actually coming out of this match, it actually, you know what? We'll get to that later on, because we'll cover Dynamite, right? Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to it later on. But yeah, that was the whole AEW Revolution pay-per-view. I thought it was a very, very good pay-per-view. Outside of maybe the Tony Storm match and the first match of the night, which was Christian Cage and Daniel Garcia, I think all the other matches did exactly what they needed to do. Very fun pay-per-view. It actually put AEW in the right direction that they haven't really been in for the last couple of months, and it made me super excited to tune into Dynamite. Which, if you didn't watch Dynamite, go ahead and watch it, because it was a very good show. It might be one of the best Dynamites in a long time.
Hey, that was really good.
Very good. I've been seeing a report that apparently Tony Khan has an actual creative team now, and if you take a look at the Dynamite this week, it clearly shows that it's not just him booking the shows. There's other people because all these characters,
He's so happy.
they have direction.
You listen to Steven.
So
Right.
they have a direction now, and it's looking very good. So, but we'll get into Dynamite a little bit later. So we're gonna recap Raw really quick. And so Raw started off with Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins coming out to the ring and addressing the challenge of The Rock. Nothing much really happened here other than Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins then just saying that they were going to appear up on SmackDown and give their answer. And so I've been seeing this thing on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, that when Cody said that he's going to go over to SmackDown and give them the answer, Seth is kind of looking at him in this like menacing look, like as if he's about to turn on him or something. I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter saying he's gonna turn or whatever.
He better not.
We've been talking about this, but that should absolutely in no way happen. That would completely like derail this whole story. And I'm forgetting Diarrhea Dwayne, because at first hearing this, I was like, what the hell is he saying? But on SmackDown, it got over. The crowd was chanting diarrhea. There was even a moment where The Rock and Roman Reigns almost broke character because they didn't think that it was going to be. Yeah, they didn't think it was going to work, but it worked. But they almost broke character. So, but this segment, it was just more of a filler segment, and they were talking about how they were going to be on SmackDown, and to give them the answer to the challenge. The next thing that actually. Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna bring Trent up because I kind of want to hear his.
Go ahead.
On the Diarrhea Dwayne thing, but keep going.
Trent.
You want me to keep going into the next part?
Yeah. We can double back after that.
Okay. So next was a very fun match that I enjoyed watching, and it was Gunther defeating Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio was selling his ass off in this match. He was absolutely, and what made it even funnier was that Michael Cole was quite literally might be the biggest hater of Dominic Mysterio, and he was just enjoying the match, watching Dominic Mysterio just get freaking chopped up. Gunther was out here ripping his wrestling gear and just boom, just kept slapping him on the chest. But man, Dominic Mysterio, for a while, it seemed like he lost a little bit of traction because he wasn't paired up with Rhea Ripley. But I'm not gonna lie, this if he starts to go after the IC title and starts having feuds with wrestlers and actually starts actually doing feuds and not just talking on a mic, he can gain back that traction. I don't think that he's completely lost his aura because he's still getting booed out of the arenas. Mm-hmm. But they need to put him on screen and actually have him do something meaningful so that we can remember, like, oh yeah, this was the guy that we saw with Rhea Ripley, and he was a heat magnet, and he's out here in matches playing a legitimate, like, believable heel. So they just got to show him on TV more and show this personality of his a lot more, because he's absolutely funny and he can put on a great match when he wants to.
Yo,
what's up, Trent?
What's good, Trent?
Yeah. What up? What y'all talking about?
So got past, but I kind of want to hear your thoughts on the whole Diarrhea Dwayne thing.
No, that nigga's lame as fuck for that bullshit. That shit is so fucking terrible. And of all niggas to say that shit, it would be him saying that bullshit. Like, I can't. Like, nigga, Diarrhea Dwayne. That shit don't even match. It don't even rhyme.
How did that even get over?
That shit is terrible, bro. And the only reason why niggas is jacking that shit because niggas just don't fuck with The Rock right now. Realistically, bro, nobody. When he say Diarrhea Dwayne, the whole crowd should go fucking silent. But they don't. That shit is terrible. That shit is god awful. I ain't gonna lie. That shit is terrible. Yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Off topic, bro. Y'all see this nigga John Cena at the Oscars?
Yes.
Yes, bro.
Wow. Yes, we did.
Yeah, this nigga's wild.
Fun fact: The Rock is actually backstage at the Oscars right now, along with Bad Bunny. So,
what the fuck?
They got quite the cast back there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, that nigga Cena's wilding on the Oscars right now. No way they're just allowing this on like national television right now, right? No way.
By the way, if you haven't, go watch his movie Ricky Stenicki. That shit is actually hilarious. It's funny. Yeah, very funny. He does very good acting in that movie. So casuals will cheer for anything. That is true.
Yeah,
Anytime,
facts, nigga.
anytime.
I'll be at the Raw tomorrow. So if Seth is there, he said that Diary with Dwayne shit, and the crowd actually go wild, I'm gonna be mad as fuck.
Where is the Raw tomorrow?
Houston.
Ah, okay.
That's the
That'll be a great show. Next up was Nia Jax defeated Becky Lynch via disqualification. Liv Morgan, she interfered in the match, and another great match from Nia Jax and Becky Lynch. Man, these two every time they're in the ring together, it's it's magic. So it seems like Liv Morgan might be actually on this heel turn, but we're just waiting to see when. It's a slow burn, but we're just waiting to see when she's actually going to turn heel. And I got a feeling it's going to be right before WrestleMania. I don't think it'll be after.
Yep.
I think it'll be.
Think she's,
I feel like they
add it to the match. Any chance?
I feel like they're gonna overbook the fuck out of this, bro. I feel like we're not getting no more. I feel like they're about to overbook the shit out of this because Nia technically hasn't lost to Becky Lynch yet, so they're probably not gonna go against each other probably till Mania. So she's probably gonna get added away. It's probably gonna be a fatal 4-way.
I didn't even think about a fatal 4-way.
Yeah.
And actually, tomorrow on Monday Night Raw, Liv Morgan will go up against Becky Lynch tomorrow. Could it be possible that could it be possible that Liv Morgan turns full heel tomorrow? I mean, it could very well be.
I'd be interested. I'd be more interested in the.
I'll be more interested, but y'all think she deserves a Mania spot?
Yes.
So here's my thing.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, Liv is cool, but I'm not gonna be mad if she's left off Mania.
I'm not gonna. It's just that okay, like she's not in that status yet where like a wrestler can come back and get put in a Mania spot. You understand what I'm saying, Tommy? Like you gotta build her up. They're doing it. It might be a slow build, but I think she came back too late to where Rhea and Becky, that's the perfect match. You don't have to overbook it for real. Like I'm not gonna lie, you don't have to overbook it.
You don't have to overbook Becky and Rhea. I'm gonna be honest, you don't. But my bias list is gonna say I'm happy that she's probably gonna get this opportunity. But regardless if she does or doesn't, I think this heel turn, I think they should.
I'm saying, bro. Yo, speaking of that shit, Triple H is fumbling the fuck out these niggas, and I cannot believe their actually name is actually the Pride. That shit is dog shit.
Oh, bro, yeah, that's ass. That's ass. The Pride.
Bro, they're fumbling the fuck out this, bro, and it's fucking pathetic. That's why I can't say. That's why I say Triple H is a fucking inconsistent fraud. He do so much great things, and then he do this bullshit. The fuck is you doing with these niggas, bro? Like the Street Profits look so out of place with Bobby Lashley is crazy. Like they look so out of place with this nigga. And then we know Bobby Lashley talk like he got quarters in his mouth. He can't cut a promo. Nah, wrestling. I swear to wrestling. Yo, that nigga do need MVP. On God, he needs MVP back. My life. That nigga needs MVP.
Where MVP at?
With Omos?
Catering. Oh yeah. But technically catering because Omos only ever appears on live events. So, he's actually. I found out this stat today, but he's 23-0 against Akira Tozawa. Most of that. So he's a freaking house show merchant.
Nice.
So
that's definitely a house show merchant.
Next thing we're getting into, Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark defeated Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. It seems like Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark are going to go up against the Kabuki Warriors for the tag team championships. Honestly, this division is kind of okay, but man, I'm not gonna lie. Talk about fumbling, man. WWE is absolutely fumbling Katana Chance and Kaden Carter right now.
Yeah,
these two might legitimately are legitimate tag team, and they actually have tag team wrestling moves, and they're absolutely a joy to watch. They're coming out there every week and they're busting out moves that are absolutely insane for the women, and they have like a super crazy energy to them, and the crowd likes them. And that finisher that they have where Katana Chance does the backflip, I mean that shit is ridiculous.
Speaking about fumbling, I'm not the biggest Shayna Baszler fan. What the fuck you have her beat Ronda for, and you gonna put her right back in the tag? Like,
makes no sense.
Don't make sense. Like, this shit doesn't make sense. You have her do all this shit with Ronda. You make a turn on her, and then you do nothing with it. It's just like how they fumbling Solo. How the fuck you want to have this nigga beat the GOAT and then be 0-23 in the rest of this nigga the next matches? Like, bro. Like,
not just beat John Cena, freaking squash him. By the way,
nigga hit him with 15,000 fucking Samoan spikes. You know what I'm saying, bro? This shit doesn't make any sense, bro.
I get PTSD from that night because I am a Cena fan, so I do get PTSD.
I was in the other room, but I just want to say, I don't get how Triple H is messing up Shayna Baszler when he booked her. in NXT as like
Yo,
probably
but
her best run of her career. I
bro,
don't
that's
get it.
what I'm
I don't
saying.
get it.
Like, nigga, it doesn't make sense. Like, again, I'm not the biggest Shayna fan in the world, but I remember in NXT how dominant she was. How the fuck you booked her then, have her like this, and then now she's ass?
They got to bring back, man, the submission magician, man. Like this, whatever she's got going on with Zoe Stark, man, it's gotta end. And Zoe Stark looked pretty good in NXT, but it doesn't look like the stars are aligning on the main roster currently. She can't really cut a promo, and she's great in the ring, but she just can't she can't like hold a connection with the crowd. So they got to do something. The next thing that was announced, and I would like to see what your guys' opinion is, but Adam Pearce announced that this upcoming Monday, so tomorrow night, there's going to be a gauntlet match to determine who will challenge Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. The match will feature Sami Zayn, Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, Big Bronson Reed, JD McDonough, and Chad Gable. Now, me personally, I think Chad Gable got this, man. He's been out here dropping promo packages on X, and man, they're meaningful, man. Like he's hitting every note he needs to hit. He is the guy with like the best story to beat Gunther. I don't think there's anybody like Sami Zayn maybe, but I feel like you can hold off on Sami Zayn because you can have him win the Money in the Bank later on in this year and have him go for a world title. I don't know why you would put Sami Zayn in the mid card. You know, this is fine for right now because you got to do a little bit of filler for Sami Zayn and try to build him up, underdog from the underground, make his way to the top of the card. I just don't know what you do with Sami Zayn once he loses here because you got to use him at WrestleMania, and I think it'd be a real shame if they do not put him on that card.
Bro.
But this match could be one of the best TV matches of the year if done right. It could.
I'm not gonna hold you. I saw they add Brock back on the roster in WWE. Yo.
Is there a possibility
Wait,
that he's
don't say it, bro.
Is there a possibility?
There is a possibility Brock can just really
man.
fuck that shit up. Just fuck that shit up and be like, I'm winning this motherfucker. I'm going to Mania.
So
Because they did add his ass back into the roster. So there is a possibility of Brock Lesnar just, I'm gonna pull 2019 Money in the Bank. I'm just gonna just fuck shit up.
What I was gonna say before Trent said that, I was gonna say that I feel like this is gonna get overbooked.
Yeah,
and they're gonna end up doing a triple threat for some reason. But
so Gunther doesn't get pinned.
Yeah. They're gonna do Sammy, Gable, and Gunther. But now that Trent said that, I'm not gonna lie. It's a wild card, but that's I'm not gonna lie. It's a possibility.
Could happen.
I think that shit could definitely happen because it kind of is ironic. They just
very
it's kind of just ironic. They add him back into the roster, and niggas have been saying for the longest Brock versus Gunther. So that could be a huge, and I wouldn't mind it, honestly. I wouldn't mind it, but with all the allegations, that's just if that shit actually happens,
crazy.
That shit is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I feel like it'll be too soon. Just too soon. Regardless, too soon.
Yeah, too soon. I think they should hold off. You know, I know they just added him back on the roster. And there's actually a lot of speculation that he was already on there, but you know, I think he was in the alumni section, so they never really took him off. But now they actually added him to the free agent side of the roster, so now he's technically on the active roster. So that's what a lot of people are pointing out. But I mean, I guess we'll see what this leads to. It could just be nothing. It could just really be that. You know, obviously he's still under contract. They haven't really, obviously Vince, they cut ties with him completely, but they never really announced anything with Brock. So it was always kind of like looming. And they did say that it was an MMA star. There's a lot of MMA stars that Vince McMahon signed. Matt Riddle. I mean, hey man, a lot of possibilities here that it wasn't Brock Lesnar. So I guess we'll find out. The next coming weeks will be very telling. Moving on, Andrade finally made his return and defeated Apollo Crews. I just want to say Andrade's new theme song and entrance is absolutely fire. That new mask that he has and everything. I mean, this guy absolutely has star written all over him, and I'm really hoping WWE really pushes him to the moon, because if there's anything that we know, it's that Triple H loves Andrade. Look at the way he was booked in NXT, and he could definitely book him pretty well here. I don't know why he's not in the gauntlet. I feel like he should have been, but hey, that's neither here nor there. You know, they probably didn't want to have him take the L, because I think Chad Gable's going to be the one that they send to WrestleMania to go up against Gunther. but I'm very curious to see if they even use Andrade at WrestleMania. I just don't know what feud you can run.
I feel what you're saying, but to like go back to what we were talking about Shayna, like it's just like it is a new era because he's in the big leagues. So me personally, I fuck with Andrade, but I just gotta see it to believe when it comes to the booking. Like they can do all this stuff with him, but like until I actually see what they're doing with him, I don't know. Because I'm be honest with you, I don't really know the plan for Andrade, and I don't know where they're gonna go or what like certain direct. Like I can't even get a thought like where we're gonna put a place for Andrade so he can succeed. I don't really know yet. Like of course it's like mid card scene, like but like still though, like I don't know where they're gonna go with the direction though.
I don't know how they're gonna. I like little interactions that him and Dom is having. Because I mean, no matter how you look at it, there's history there. So I'm curious to see how Triple H plays with that history if he even goes down that path. I mean, we only got like 2 very brief interactions between those two, but I mean, Axel was saying earlier on the show if Dom can get in some like actual feuds and that can kind of get his stigma back. So I mean, this could be one of those situations, but we'll see. And I'm a big Andrade fan, so whatever he does, I'm not mad at it. So we'll see.
Only thing is, bringing him back probably like the busiest TV time of the year, WrestleMania season, and not doing anything with him for Mania is kind of, it's kind of pointless. I think they should have just waited if they're not going to do anything with him, other than squash matches.
Bro,
that could have waited till after Mania.
Steven, get off the game, nigga.
That's real.
That's crazy. All right, first of all, I'm listening, bro. God damn.
Nigga, get off the fucking game, nigga.
Nah, I can't. We're currently on a winning streak right now, so unfortunately, I cannot do that. I'm sorry.
It's crazy. Or Wrestle Spot,
I ain't gonna lie though, Trent. The way you just said that was crazy, though. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Nigga, they get off the game, bro.
Why you had to say it like that, bro? You couldn't just say it like nicely, bro. You said it all aggressively.
No, nigga, get off the game, nigga. We live.
I know. I'm listening to. I just don't have no input right now because I ain't watch Raw or AEW. So, God damn, nigga. You're right. Jay Trent's on hots for no reason, bro. So aggressive.
All right, bro, you got it, bro. You go. Yeah, go ahead.
So one thing I will say, because Trent was talking about certain people not being used, I saw this thing the other day saying that WWE fumbled when it came to signing Kazuchika Okada, Will Ospreay, and Mercedes Moné. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, those are 3 big names. But if you were to sign all 3 of those, let alone even 2 of them, or even one of them, that hurts another person on the roster because then it's just oversaturation. It's too many people on the roster. The WWE already have too many big name talents. There's no reason they should be signing anybody right now. So to say that they fumbled is that's not right at all because right now WWE is in one of its hottest times right now. So they're not fumbling anything. And on top of that, they have a bunch of star power that they can use. They don't really need to sign anybody else.
In fact, to go to for your point too, bro, like especially when I saw what like the contract Okada got, nigga Tony Khan got on his knees and begged for that nigga to come. That nigga gave him a fucking super max, nigga. I don't think Triple H, like I love respect to Okada, like that nigga's literally like the New Japan John Cena. But I don't think some niggas would give that nigga that type of bag off the rip, like the way Tony Khan, because Tony Khan, they need a nigga like Okada. Like you don't really like WWE really don't need Okada at all. Like and they never have, and they probably never will. Honestly, if we keep it in the ring, like they don't need Tony Khan needs some shit like that though.
Nah,
So
that's real.
Yeah. So one thing I'll ask you guys, because look at the Okada paycheck. Do you guys think Mercedes Moné is getting paid more than Okada?
Bro, she definitely got at least 3 of them things.
I think it's
3 mil.
I think she got that bag, bro. She got that bag. No, she got that.
She at least matched. I'm not gonna lie. She at least matched him.
Damn.
If it's not Okada, it's probably like $2 million less, nigga. Shit.
Yep.
That's probably about it. Like
crazy, man. We'll move on. Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Damian Priest defeated Imperium via pinfall. This was a very good tag team match. The Judgment Day, I'm not gonna lie, they've been on a tear as of late. They're wrestling like faces. Yeah, they're wrestling. They're wrestling. Yeah. So actually, because they were the faces this past week, and it was cool really seeing them as wrestling as faces. They had a phenomenal match against Imperium. By the way, Imperium, they need to win the tag titles at some point. I just really hope, I know Adam Pearce and damn, what's his other dude's name? What's the other general manager?
Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis. They have an announcement to make about the world tag team titles. I guess we're gonna see what that's about. It's probably gonna be about
They have
the
an announcement
splitting.
for that shit?
Yeah, they do. I don't know when they're gonna announce it, but they do have an announcement for it. They announced it last Monday, I believe. That they were gonna announce something. So it should be tomorrow night that they're gonna announce it, if not this upcoming Friday. But yeah, tag titles need to get split. There's clearly enough tag teams, and any tag team on either Raw or SmackDown could be holding titles, so it needs to be split. But Judgment Day is on an absolute run right now.
Facts. I think I hit on this last time. I kind of like them just kind of putting the Judgment Day kind of against everybody in the division every week. Because again, this is a time where, like we all been saying, WWE's kind of stacked in terms of the rosters, and talking about the tag team division, they're stacked there too. So, but they're all fairly new. So give them that time on TV with the Judgment Day, someone we are all familiar with. I kind of love the direction the tag team division is going in. And one day we are gonna have the Creed brothers, or just the Creed brothers. Creed brothers on top for sure. But yeah, that division is deep, man. That division is deep.
Yeah, I agree.
So after that, Sami Zayn defeated Ivar. Man, Ivar just every week, man, he's just going out there, man, just putting on bangers. Dude, he's athletic as hell and out here doing all these cartwheels and shit. Made Sami Zayn look like $1,000,000. But man, Ivar, if it's not with Chad Gable, if it's not with Sami Zayn, he's just out here just every week, man. 10-minute matches, and it's crazy because he might be one of the few guys that you don't have to give him much time, and he's gonna be one of the highlights of the night. And
That's real.
like he is, like I love that they put him in this position. Like he's not winning a lot, but there's some traction behind him, and he's starting to create
out of his
this.
out of his match time.
Exactly, and they're starting to create this like agenda for him that he can put on these great matches, so that maybe later on, potentially, obviously when Eric comes back, maybe they get into some great tag team feuds, or who knows how long Eric's gonna be out for. And Ivar can continue the singles run, potentially even going for maybe an IC title at some point, or I guess we'll have to see. But I'm loving what Ivar's doing currently right now, and Sami Zayn, obviously, of course.
What's the girl's name that be with them?
Valhalla. Very funny moment with her and Michael Cole.
Bruh, Michael Cole is getting her over. I don't care.
Yeah, nah, the antlers thing,
Yes,
that shit was ridiculous. Anything else on it?
Nah, it was a cool moment though.
All right. The main event, Drew McIntyre defeated Jey Uso. Man, main event Jey Uso just keep losing the main event, but this match was very good. And hey, I'll say this, man. Trent, your boy Solo, man, finally not coming out with a hoodie. Like, we know it's you, man.
Bro, I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's just, bro.
You gotta tell him, I don't know what you did this week, but I know you had to have been, talking to him, telling him, no more of that hoodie,
Yeah, I'm glad he stopped doing that shit. Like, nigga, we know it's you, nigga. Just
exactly. And then they're building towards this Jimmy Uso feud. Jimmy again cost Jey Uso the match. I wonder when we're gonna get this match announced, because it seems like Jey Uso's not really paying attention to what Jimmy Uso's doing. I feel like he's kind of like he's kind of like he's going on all these different feuds. He's having all these different matches, and he doesn't really talk about Jimmy Uso like that. So I wonder when they're gonna actually start to ramp up this feud, where we're gonna start to see promo battles between these two guys.
That's right.
Get that shit probably like a week.
Yeah.
Shit, I ain't realize shit, niggas. Like, we close to hell to Mania. Get that shit by a week.
We're about 3.5 weeks away.
Yeah, he's gonna interrupt a match, or he's gonna attack him, and yeah, that's gonna set it up. Yeah, he's gonna attack him. That's gonna set it up.
I guess the good thing about this is this feud has been building for so many months, so it doesn't even have to be anything crazy. You can set them up on a promo battle for 2 weeks, and the match is already built because it's already had so many months of build. So this is one of those feuds that you don't really need to have a crazy build for it, because it's literally right there. The writing's literally on the wall. At the end of the match, Rollins ran out, and honestly, he ran right past McIntyre. He didn't care about McIntyre.
No intentions to even look at him.
Didn't even bother to look at him. And then McIntyre came in the ring, claymored him, and started saying that he's going to take the title from him. And he was basically telling him to not accept the challenge, because it's going to make things a lot worse. obviously the challenge of the tag team match at WrestleMania between him, Cody, and The Rock and Roman, because it was going to make things a lot worse for him come night 2 of
Bro, I
WrestleMania.
really see Seth losing at Mania, bro. Like I really see it.
Who you see who?
Seth, I really see it.
Oh, yeah,
vividly. Like
wait, nigga,
vividly.
you think he's winning?
No, I'm just saying, like, it's like a 0% chance this man.
Because he's winning night 2. He's losing night 2, and I'm not gonna lie, I do not
He was
see
losing
a
night
world.
1 too.
I don't see a world where Rock and Roman loses that tag match. I don't see a single. Because nigga, they're gonna have. When I tell y'all, niggas is complaining about Super Seth. This nigga Cody Rhodes is about to be like on some Homelander, I'm God types, bro. That nigga, bro. The Bloodline's gonna win night 1. All that shit that they did and how they beat Cody last year, he gonna kick out of all that shit. Kick out of all that shit. That shit he gonna. And Roman, and of course, I think Rock is gonna cost that nigga Roman too. But like, nah, Cody's gonna be on some different time in night 2. That's just gonna be insane.
We're gonna get onto that a little bit later into what we think like the predictions are gonna be for what's gonna happen between that tag team match. But let's get on to NXT. So this week was NXT Roadblock, and it was a very enjoyable show, by the way.
So we'll hit the highlights on this one.
So Dijak and Joe Gacy had an like insane asylum match. Dijak actually hit this crazy moonsault off the top of the cage, and Dijak obviously had Joe Gacy in a straitjacket. These dudes were absolutely going crazy. Very fun match. It only went about 15 minutes, but it did what it had to do, and it made Dijak look very impressive. Hopefully, he gets an NXT Championship run at some point. The Wolf Dogs, the NXT Tag Team Champions, defeated Chase U. This was a very good match. The Wolf Dogs are a very enjoyable tag team, and they're probably going to be champions at least until Stand and Deliver. Where
it looks like they're going to face the OC, right?
Yes, where I think, hey, I'm gonna say this right now: the OC are going to win, and it's because Tama Tonga is coming to the WWE. He's going to be at NXT Takeover, Stand and Deliver, and I think he's going to be the main catalyst as to why the OC wins.
Whoa! Didn't even think about that.
Hey, it's gonna be crazy, you know. Some other things that happened on the show. Fallon Henley is trying to clear up issues with Thea Hill, Riley Osborne. Sean Spears went up against just a regular NXT talent, Uriah Connors. It was just a match to just showcase Sean Spears. He's keeping his AEW entrance and everything, so he's literally the chairman. He cut a very cryptic promo at the end of the match. I love how they have like literally the whole set black, and then there's just like a white light kind of just zooming in on him. Yeah. I don't know what the hell he's saying. I just know he's up there talking gibberish, and it means something.
We all agree that Shawn Michaels is Book of the Year, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
Got the more
yes.
Fire.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. And it seems like they're trying to push Rich Holland as a babyface, but it's not really working.
Bro, get him off my TV.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Get that nigga off my fucking
bro. Facts.
Get him off about that nigga. The only time that nigga get any type of shit when he injure a nigga.
Yeah. Then we're gonna move on. Women's Tag Team Championships. Kabuki Warriors defeated Lyra Valkyrie and Tatum Paxley. This is a very solid match, you know. Kabuki Warriors, they ended up winning. At the end of the match, Roxanne Perez assaulted Lyra Valkyria, potentially setting up a match up against her at Stand and Deliver. Roxanne is fully heel now, and it's going to be great.
She will not be taken serious as a heel, I'm not going to lie, but
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
She's been putting in that work.
She too little to be a fucking heel. I ain't gonna lie.
Corey Jade could be a heel. I don't think Roxanne Perez can be a heel.
I think Corey Jade has the mystique of being a heel. I think Roxanne is like the ultimate babyface. Like some people just have like just scream babyface. Like
yep.
To be honest though, I think they did it because Corey Jade got hurt. I think Corey Jade was being that.
Yeah, Corey Jade, she out for the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, she done.
Is Nikita back or is she like?
I think she got hurt too.
She got hurt again.
What the fuck, bro?
Yeah, so I think Roxanne was. I think they were put in a tough position. I think they felt like they had to turn her heel. So
never mind. Nikita's not hurt. I lied. It was it's actually Corey Jade because Corey Jade came back and then got hurt again. Nah, Nikita's fine.
Yeah, because Nikita tore her ACL.
Yeah, she's
Corey
back.
Jade tore her ACL.
She's tough, bro.
She tore her ACL at a house show.
Yep. Another thing from this event, Fallon Henley She defeated Blair Davenport thanks to the returning Sol Ruka, which we actually talked about last week because they had been airing vignettes about her. We'll see what Sol Ruka does. She's very interesting talent. She has a very interesting moveset. Her finisher has to be like one of the craziest finishers I've ever seen.
Finisher merchant.
Finisher merchant, exactly. Then we had Charlie Dempsey
Bro.
out, and William Regal came out, and it low key looked like a challenge to Charlie Dempsey, low key for the Heritage Cup, but I guess we'll see. But that was very interesting. See if William Regal actually steps back in the ring against his own son.
Nah, yeah, there's no way, right?
No way. I don't know.
Wait, that's his son? Oh, damn, I didn't even know
That's
that.
Oh, yeah,
that's
that
his
is his
son.
son. Yeah.
Yep.
That's tough.
And then the final thing on the card, the main event, Carmelo Hayes, not defeated. Carmelo Hayes went up against Tony D'Angelo, where Tony D'Angelo won, and this match was pretty damn good. And I'm glad Tony D is getting his spotlight. He's gonna go up against Ilya Dragunov at NXT Stand and Deliver. That's gonna be a banger. For those of you who have not been watching Tony D, yeah, you'll know about him. But the major thing that came out of this match wasn't even that Tony D'Angelo won. So towards the end of this match, Carmelo was about to hit his finisher. Next thing you know, Trick Williams' music hits and doesn't come out. The security are literally looking up at the ramp, seeing if he comes out. Carmelo obviously lost the match. After he lost the match, Tony D'Angelo cut a promo saying that he's a very giving Don. And at that moment is when we actually heard the music of Trick Williams, and he came in there just going crazy on Carmelo Hayes. The crowd was popping. This match has to main event Stand and Deliver.
Oh,
And
it's gotta
it
be
has to
unsanctioned
be
and all of that.
it has to be an unsanctioned match. But Stand and Deliver right now is looking pretty good. I mean, you got two main events. You got the NXT Championship match, and then you got this match. If it's actually an unsanctioned match, dude, this could be very good. I'm not gonna lie. NXT is the place. If you want to see blood feuds, this is it. You Undisputed Era. I mean, you got DIY,
Bro.
and now you got this. They do blood feuds
This
very
would be like
well.
Let's say that this Stand and Deliver is gonna be like the third or fourth, where it's like a big turn. I think it was like
I
Ciampa
think
Gargano
so.
1 year,
Yup.
O'Reilly, Adam Cole 1 year, and now it's Williams and Melo. Man, that's gonna be fire.
That's gonna be great. That's gonna be so
That'd
good.
be great.
It did overshadow a little bit, but I don't mind that it overshadowed it because it's probably the biggest feud in NXT right now. But Tony D, man, he's gonna get a big match.
He's gonna get his moment.
I was kind of surprised they kind of put him there. I was wondering how they were gonna do this or who's gonna get that spot. But shout out to Tony D, man. He looks like the Don for just kind of plopping himself there. So shout out to Tony D. Big match for him.
Ilya's training like he's Muhammad Ali, bro.
Hey, man.
He's been putting out some crazy training videos out there. That shit's actually ridiculous. Now we're gonna get into AEW Dynamite. So I said earlier, this has to be one of the best Dynamites like in a very long time. This was very good. They actually have creative direction now. So we started off the show. Swerve Strickland came out and was telling everybody that he's going to win the world championship at some point. Samoa Joe came out and they started scuffling about how Swerve wants a title shot, whatever. And then the Undisputed Kingdom came out and set up a match between Swerve Strickland, Samoa Joe, and the Kingdom. Strickland and Joe defeated the Kingdom, and meanwhile Joe took out Swerve Strickland. This was a very good match, and honestly, you can tell from this first match and this first segment, you can tell that the AEW actually has some direction now. So This was a very good thing to and hey, they started it off with a segment and not a match, AEW, which is very rare for them to do. So it's very rare that they do that. Hook and Brian Cage for the FTW Championship. This was a very fun match. Obviously, if you don't know, but FTW is it has a stipulation where it's no disqualifications. So this match was very fun. And Hook actually defeated Brian Cage. Then it was Kill Switch versus Daddy Magic.
Wait, real quick, before we move on to that, it looks like they're gonna go in the direction of Jericho and Hook.
Yes.
Bro.
It's actually set up a match for this upcoming week. It's Jericho and Hook versus I forgot the tag team.
The Mogul.
Hold on.
No,
Tell
that
you
was
right now.
Gates of Agony.
Gates of
Gates of
Agony.
Agony, my fault.
That's what it is. So
The
it set up a match between those two this upcoming week. And so next we got Kill Switch versus Daddy Magic. This wasn't really much of anything, this match. And the only thing that really came out of it was Adam Copeland came out, tried to attack Christian Cage, and he set up a match for Copeland challenged Christian Cage to an I Quit match at Dynamite in Toronto in a couple of weeks. I believe it's at the end of March.
The week after Big Business.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So that'll be a very good match. It'll be. I'm pretty sure it's the one to end the feud. So that'll be very fun to see. And hey, are we gonna see Beth Phoenix up against Mother Wayne? Are we gonna see that interaction there?
I don't even know. Is she still under? Is she Free Fall not signed with WWE anymore either? So who knows?
I don't know.
I forget sometimes that Copeland's with AEW, man.
Yeah.
Don't
Then we got Rio versus Chris Statlander. Now the big thing coming out of this match was that Willow Nightingale actually turned heel on Chris Statlander, and it looks like that's a match that they're gonna run at some point.
Willow's
I know.
heel? I missed that. I must have missed that.
Yeah, man, she turned heel. She turned heel, and it set up a match for Rio to go up against Chris Statlander next week. So,
wow.
Yep. And then after that, we got Okada, man. So, well, before we get into that, before we do get into Okada, the Young Bucks, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, they came out, and they threw some shade at some people. They were talking about how Hangman Adam Page is actually suspended. I believe it's for 60 days, if I'm not mistaken, but he's suspended.
That was a funny
I don't remember what it was for, but he is suspended.
for hitting two officials.
Two officials.
Oh,
there you go.
that's what it was for. And then, now this is a big one. So then they announced that Kenny Omega has not been showing up to any dates in a very long time. Now, obviously, we all know Kenny Omega's out. He's hurt. We don't know when he's coming back. And he actually said on his Twitch account the other day that, they're still in the early stages. He doesn't know when he's going to come back. But basically, he got fired in kayfabe by Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. Obviously, they're the EVPs. They technically do have the power to do that. And then came out Okada. And we thought that Okada was going to turn on Eddie Kingston came out prior to that. Eddie Kingston, and he started talking trash, and he was saying that he wanted the Young Bucks to fine him, and he literally threw money at them. He threw money at them and started attacking them. And then Okada came out. We kind of knew that he was going to debut here, and we thought he was going to align with Eddie Kingston. Instead, we got corporate heel Okada, man. Attacked Eddie Kingston, and he has aligned himself with the Elite. Now, how fitting that they align themselves with Okada, knowing that Okada is literally the greatest rival to Kenny Omega. How fitting is that? So, one question I have for you guys: Forbidden Door is a couple months away. It's actually going to be in June. Could Kenny Omega come back and we see Okada versus Kenny Omega at Forbidden Door this year?
No. Let's slow down, Omega. I don't know
Why can't we?
Because I care about his well-being more than the match.
You can care about his well-being, nigga. It's Tony Khan, nigga. Fuck all that shit.
That's crazy.
Tony
Bro,
Khan,
that's crazy.
You see a money match?
First of all, I don't want to say this. The IWC, they always talk crazy when I bring up Okada and Omega. That's why I've never done it for so long. But now we want to see it all of a sudden? Why do I want to see it now?
It's Tony Khan. He let Darby Allin jump
if
off a
he
20-foot
sees
ladder
a money match, he's going to do it. Period.
I just think it's crazy how everyone wants to see this match now, but every time we talk about it, I talked about it, I was like, bro, when no one's watching that hour-long match, but y'all want to see this one? I bet you this one's going to be an hour long. I bet you. I bet you. It's funny how the IWC is they're funny. They're funny.
If it's live, I'll watch it, but I'm not going to go back and ever watch that.
Yeah, no.
At 3 a.m. But I like never been big on the Young Bucks, but I like this new gimmick. It's entertaining. Okada being a heel with him is interesting, so I'm gonna see where we go.
Didn't he bring his dickhead gimmick from New Japan? Like his heel gimmick, he an asshole.
Yes, basically.
Yes. and he was very good as a heel in New Japan, like very good. So
Yes, he
I'm very
was.
curious. I'm very curious to see what he does as a heel here in AEW. One of my main concerns was I didn't know where he fit, and I wasn't too worried about Will Ospreay, but I was more worried about Okada and what they were gonna do with him. But this gives me at least like a sign of hope that he's going to be used very well. Um, and hopefully it continues because now they're also trying to build back up Jay White too. So we'll see if that actually works out. But the main event to this show was technically billed as the encounter between the Callis family members, and it was Kyle Fletcher, the Ring of Honor World TV Champion, up against Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay has done it again, bro. He went out there. He had a fucking 5-star match. Actually, it was a 5.75 match, by the way, which I don't know how the hell a match can get rated 5.75. His match with Takeshita, it was very good, but it ends at 5. And then he goes out on AEW Dynamite and has a 5-star with Kyle Fletcher. These two absolutely went out there and they killed each other. These two are very familiar with each other. Obviously a part of United Empire together. And there was a very nice story to this match. Kyle Fletcher obviously was trying to be Will Ospreay. And at the end, before Will Ospreay actually hit his hidden blade, Kyle actually told him that, hey, you got the better of me tonight. And Will Ospreay went and hit him with the hidden blade. I guess we'll see what this comes down to. And is Kyle Fletcher gonna turn on Will Ospreay, or are these two, gonna just be very cordial? The big thing actually coming out of this match was actually at the end of the match, where Will Ospreay was actually standing in the middle of the ring, and Bryan Danielson comes out, setting up for a match, hopefully at a later point. Um, and the match is actually going to be at AEW Dynasty, so that's gonna be a
So
banger,
they
man.
announced it already? Oh,
They announced it.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a big match. The
Big match.
graphic came out and everything, man. We got
Yep,
it.
big match. It got announced last night on Collision. Another
Another
match that
Bryan
could,
Danielson. Yeah.
yeah, another match that actually, because we probably won't get into Collision, but I'll say this, that another match that actually is being announced for AEW Dynasty is going to be the returning Pac up against Okada.
It's gonna be
Oh,
great.
shit, that's the match. Okay. Okay.
So
It should be. It better be.
it should be. If not, it's probably going to be a trios on trios. We'll see who Pac
Look
aligns
at
with.
that.
Could it
Lucha
be the
Brothers
Death
probably.
Triangle?
Yeah.
Could it be the Death Triangle? Or it could potentially be a one-on-one match. But yeah, what you guys think, man? Like, is about this like Will Ospreay and Bryan Danielson confrontation, and what you guys think of the match?
That's
Be
a
a great
big
match,
match. I mean, it's just a big match. I mean, there's nothing else to say. There's gonna be another 5-star classic. Sadly, I think Darius is gonna have to take the pen here, but things happen. Oh, they can go. They can go draw. We haven't had one in a little while, so they can go draw. But we'll see.
Nah,
What'd you
Will
think,
Ospreay's
Wrestle
getting
Spot?
that win, man. Ospreay's getting that win for sure.
Damn.
I'm not. Yeah, it's for sure. Yeah.
Damn.
Unfortunately, Danielson has taken another L, but Ospreay needs to win that more, I guess.
Trent, what you got to say, man?
Yeah, I see Ospreay get that dub. I fuck with Ospreay, bro. He's fuck with Ospreay. As long as he get that dub, I don't give a fuck. Honestly,
That's real.
He's over with the crowd. By the way, like he's
Like,
insanely over.
It's insane how over he
Yeah,
is.
he's insanely over. And by the way, that match was with Kyle Fletcher. Yeah, that shit was amazing. Should we move on to SmackDown now?
What everyone's been waiting for.
So, okay, SmackDown was probably the biggest show of the week.
Of
It
course.
had a lot of very key things that happened. So to start off the show, Logan Paul returned to SmackDown, and he announced that his drink Prime is going to be the official sponsor of all premium live events starting from WrestleMania going forward. There was a report that came out right after he said that this is the largest sponsorship deal in WWE history. It's actually larger than the Slim Jim deal that they have, and you guys know that Slim Jim has been a sponsor for the WWE for as far as time goes back. They've been, and Prime overtook it. In this promo, KSI came out. They were going to take pictures, and then lo and behold, Randy Orton comes out, and he sneaks behind KSI and Logan Paul. Logan Paul exits the ring, and KSI is just sitting there, just kind of contemplating life. Like, yeah, I'm I'm about to get hit with an RKO, and he sure got hit with an RKO. KSI sold it very well, but it's looking like we're gonna see Randy Orton in the U.S. Championship match. Could potentially also be Kevin Owens, but I do not think we're gonna get anything more than just a triple threat match. I think this will probably stick with a triple threat.
And I'm okay with that. I think those two guys can carry.
I think LA Knight and AJ Styles getting their own match at Mania.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think so. I think they're getting thrown in there too.
I think they, bro. I'm not gonna
lie. A
ladder
ladder match.
It could be potentially a lot of matches that get overbooked in this shit, and I think this
might be one of them.
This could be potentially like a ladder match.
Yeah.
I could definitely see LA Knight, AJ Styles, Kevin, Randy, and Logan on this. The one thing I don't like about the Prime sponsorship, though, I don't want to see that big ass bout in the middle of the ring.
That is gonna look crazy.
It's gonna be in every single event now. From it's gonna be at the start of WrestleMania. So nigga, you're gonna see that fat ass Prime battle and that shit.
Yeah. Luckily, it's just PLEs and not Raws and SmackDowns. So it's just PLEs. So. And then so basically after that we got Randy Orton and Kevin Owens versus Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. It seems like they keep building on this Grayson Waller and Austin Theory split up. Austin Theory again goes out there and absolutely puts an amazing sell job. He's just out there. He's absolutely hilarious. He took another insane RKO this week. At the end of the match, Logan Paul came out and attacked both men. And he was about to pull out the brass knuckles up until Randy took him out of his hands. And when he went to attack Logan Paul with the brass knuckles, he almost hit Kevin Owens, which, like I said, could be setting up a triple threat match between all three men. So yeah, that was that. So what'd you guys think of that?
I mean, it was cool. I ain't gonna lie. I think that shit was cool. I mean, like, nigga, Kevin Owens ain't trustworthy. Randy Orton damn straight trustworthy. That's why I think they all gonna get thrown into that shit, bro. And then AJ Styles is the biggest, besides Drew McIntyre, AJ Styles is the biggest hater in WWE right now. So yeah, bro.
Not too much to say about that one, to be honest with you.
So then we got Bobby Lashley versus Karrion Kross.
Oh, brother.
This match.
Oh, brother.
Honestly, I can't get behind
Bobby,
this feud.
man. What the fuck?
I can't get behind this feud, and it's crazy because Bobby is so over with the crowd, and I don't know what the hell WWE is doing with him right now.
Man,
sad man.
Shit is fucking pathetic.
It is. It's sickening.
You had a disqualification happen. Street Profits and the Authors of Pain came in, and then BFAB attacked Scarlett. They left all of the Hurt Business kind of just laying down, or what are they called now?
The fucking Pride.
I'm gonna call them the Hurt Business, like the Hurt Business. I don't want to say that.
Motherfucking Pride, ladies and gentlemen. That's what they're called. The Pride.
No, that is whack, bro. Why the Pride? Why?
The Pride is fucking whack.
What was the thought process behind that one, Triple H? I gotta hear this one. The Pride. What the fuck?
Terrible.
Straight after that, we got into a backstage interview with Kayla Braxton sitting down with Bayley, who admitted that it'd been a tough week after Dakota Kai had betrayed her, and she vowed to really take down Damage Control, the same Damage Control that she had constructed. She's got to win at WrestleMania, man. I mean, this has to be her moment, and I know people are talking about that, she should get help. But in all reality, I don't mind seeing her going. She needs to fight this battle alone against the Damage Control. I really do think she does, and it's only gonna make her, her babyface run just that much better if she's able to take this group down all by herself.
No, I do agree. But I mean, we're gonna hit on it. We're gonna get to that segment, but I don't think they'll have. We'll get there. I'm gonna let you get there.
All right, you want me to cover it next with the whole Bianca Belair and Naomi?
Yeah, I just don't think they'll put those two there for no reason. You know what I mean? And Naomi, I mean, that's kind of the new. I don't want to say new hot signing because I mean, obviously she was there before. She's had a whole run there, obviously. But I mean, Why not? I mean, Naomi has always had this soft spot for Bailey, you know. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. And I love how Bianca's like, bro, what are you talking about? She's been doing nothing but shady shit to me.
Yeah.
You've been gone. You know what I'm saying? I love that. So we'll see. We'll see.
It's crazy, and I'm gonna see if you actually picked up on this. Did you notice that Bianca Belair is literally Drew McIntyre 2.0 right now?
I ain't gonna lie. I smell a heel turn coming.
Hey,
I'm
just saying. She was saying just like Drew McIntyre. You know, the Bloodline made hell for Drew McIntyre, and you know they're doing the same thing with Bianca, man. Bianca's over here talking about how, nah, I'm not gonna forgive Bailey. You know, she made my life a living hell. Hey, could we see a Bianca Belair heel turn?
Well, here's the thing though, the difference between with Drew though, that nigga was losing. Nigga,
Yeah.
soloing damage control every damn week.
Yep. That's the only difference. But you know, it looks like, you know, if Drew was watching this show, you know, he's back there. This is what I love to see, man. This is what I love to see. People and this is what's so nice about this era of WWE is that all the stories feel all intertwined, and they actually like rewind back to some older stories. You know, that Bailey and Bianca story has been told 2 years ago now, and it's like it's great that there's actually some connection to everything now, because for a very long time it seemed like, you know, if this person turns babyface, let's just pity patty, you know, just forget about the story that happened prior to
So that's what I like about Triple H. He's not afraid to look back at the past and actually bring up things that actually happened.
I feel like there's some continuity with Triple H's booking, and I absolutely love it. I've been seeing people out there saying that this could end up turning out to be a 3-on-3 match where all of Damage Control outside of Io Sky could be going against Naomi and Bianca Belair, and with the third partner of theirs being Jade Cargill, because of the run-ins that she's been having with Damage Control. So
I see it, but do I want her first match to be a multi-man match? Maybe I have to deal with it. But
it could protect her. It could.
You're right about that. It could, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just putting my fan above my professionalism. But I don't know. I don't think I want to see her in a multi-man match. But if she's on the card, it's a win. It's a win-win, I guess. You know what I mean? So.
And think about it like this. Like, this is one. So look at how WWE has been using her. They've been playing it very safe. I don't think they're going to toss her into a one-on-one match on the grandest stage of them all. Not this soon.
That's
so
fair.
I think this 6-woman tag team match could be a perfect introduction to her, for her to enter into, like, you know, obviously she was at the Rumble, but this would actually be the proper introduction for her right here at WrestleMania. And especially because all eyes are going to be on her. She's the talk of the town. Everybody wants to see her. This would be perfect. And aligning herself with Bianca Belair and Naomi in a very key storyline, because I think this Damage Control story is quite literally one of the best stories going on right now in the WWE. Yeah. I think it would be fitting for Jade Cargill to be tossed into this, especially because of the run-ins that she's had with Damage Control.
I saw a tweet. Someone said basically, I feel like Triple H has purposely let the Damage Control story cool down. Do you guys think that's true at all, or how do y'all feel about it? Mainly talking about how they're getting Roman and Cody in 2 main events and all that, basically coming off the spite of that. But like, honestly, how do you guys feel about that?
So what you saying, Tommy? What you say again?
There was a tweet that said someone feels like Triple H has purposely let Bailey's storyline cool down just so it doesn't basically stays away from the main event, and that came off the spite of The Rock and Roman and Cody and Seth having like their 2 main events on both nights.
We just keep it honest. Like, as soon as The Rock came back, it was over for them.
I mean, yeah.
It's like, that's just like, I understand people like with belts and they should main event. Well, number one, when they in the Royal Rumble, they should stop saying, when you win the Royal Rumble, you get the main event of WrestleMania. That hasn't been the case, and I don't know how long. That hasn't been the case literally in decades. So number one, that shouldn't happen. And then number two, when you have this much star power that comes in the fucking feud, you're not getting that main event over them. I'm sorry, you're not. Like, it's not happening, my nigga. Like, nigga, we're literally having Rock and fucking Roman versus Cody and Seth in a tag team match. I'm sorry, Io, no matter how much build you do, that shit ain't happening. Like, it's not
Not
gonna
gonna
be.
lie.
I mean,
If The Rock wasn't
that's
here
right too.
and Punk never got injured, it would have been Seth and Punk for sure.
But
Yeah.
exactly, even when CM Punk came back, that shit was over for that EO Bailey shit. They get CM Punk and Seth Rollins. You're not getting that main event. I'm sorry. Like, it's the same thing. Even though a lot of people feel like Chris Jericho and CM Punk should have main evented. No, my nigga, it's Rock and Cena.
The Rock and
Like, at the end of the day, bro, when you have two icons collide together for a feud, nigga, that's the main event. Point blank simple.
Yep.
Like, that's just what it is. And I don't think it's a wrong thing to do. I just think that's what it is.
I think that match, Bailey and Io, it's a big story. It should get the co-main event of night one. I will say that it definitely deserves the Rhea and Charlotte treatment from last year at WrestleMania. It definitely deserves that because I think that match should be way higher up on the card. It's a match of importance. A lot of people, you can tell from just go on YouTube, man. A lot of people are watching like anything with Bailey and Io Sky on it. They're watching it, so they're getting views. A lot of people are very invested, so it should at least be the co-main event.
Are you letting Io open the show?
No.
And Bailey? No.
I think that should be reserved for I think night one it should be Jay and Jimmy, and night two should be Seth and Drew.
Okay.
I was say isn't Seth and Drew confirmed from the co-main event in night two?
Oh,
both world title matches are on night two.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yep, they're both on night two.
Yeah, they're both
Okay.
on night two. Yeah.
Okay.
That's how you know. That's how you know the Rock and the tag match is main eventing like easy.
Oh yeah, it's gonna main event night one. I think it's clear now. You guys have anything else to say about this whole Bianca Belair stuff and Bailey stuff?
Nah.
All right. Moving on. Michin went up against Tiffany Stratton. Man, Tiffany's so
man.
I'm gonna be
Tiffany time,
bro.
She's so over with the crowd, bro.
I'm not gonna hold you. Fuck Tiffany, nigga. Get Mia Yim off my fucking screen. I'm to the like. I don't know. When she talks, she's cringy. In ring, she's cool, but like she provides nothing. I don't know what's about.
They're trying to tease her heel turn.
Yeah, I think so.
But nobody's gonna care.
Yeah,
She's gonna be the next biggest hater with AJ Styles.
It's like Ricochet turning heel. Realistically, who's gonna give a fuck?
Nah, nobody would care.
Nobody would care. Like,
damn.
So I don't know if y'all noticed, but throughout during this match, Michin tried to hit a Styles clash, but then she remembers that AJ Styles does not fuck with her in the OC. And that's when Tiffany Stratton took over. She kind of botched the PME, the prettiest moonsault ever, but she recovered. But nah, man, just hitting on Tiffany Stratton again, man. Like she's a star, man, and it's crazy. She hasn't even been on the main roster for that long. I think it's only been since the Rumble, and it seems like they're probably gonna have big plans for her. I hope she wins the Money in the Bank this year. She truly deserves it. She's very comfortable on the mic, and she's very comfortable in ring. She's still only 24 years old. She has the whole world at the palm of her hands right now, and the crowd. She's a heel, and she's getting cheered. Like she's getting pops, bro. Anytime she comes out, the crowd is loving it. I don't like how they changed up her entrance, where they had the flash photography and stuff like that. But she just makes anything that she does work, bro. She's just that good.
Facts.
Take your
time. So directly right after that, we got a LA Knight promo. AJ Styles promo, and AJ Styles was kind of saying that he's the phenomenal one for a reason, and they're having this like very crazy feud right now. LA Knight watching it on the TV screen, and the chair that he got hit with, he still is walking around with that thing. The chair that he got hit with, that Elimination Chamber, he started smashing the TV. Very funny segment, dude. LA Knight, I forgot who I was talking about earlier. Oh, I was talking about Ivar. How they make literally these small minutes on TV count. LA Knight might be at the top of that list, who was one of those people who, it doesn't matter if you give him a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, doesn't matter what it is. He's gonna cook. He started smashing that TV. He called it AJ. He was like, he smashed the TV. He said, "Phenomenal one, huh?" And then he said, "Boring one, yeah." Like, dude, he is absolutely hilarious. And I don't know why, but I feel like they should set up an invasion angle where LA Knight goes and invades AJ Styles' house. I think that shit would
Not gonna lie,
absolutely be hilarious.
if they want to build that as a 1-on-1 at Mania, they need to do something crazy for the feud.
Facts.
Yeah, oh yeah. But dude, honestly, okay, say they're not put into the in for a ladder match, right, for the US title. I think this could really be like a milestone for LA Knight because he's about to get a one-on-one match against quite literally one of the greatest performers. And look at AJ Styles' track record at Mania; it's been very good,
True.
and he can still deliver great matches. So if he gets this feud against AJ Styles one-on-one at WrestleMania, it's not bad for him. If anything, it's a milestone for him, and it helps propel him even more because of how great AJ Styles has been
That would be good.
in his WWE career.
Philly Street Fight
And
might
it's
work.
cooking.
Might work.
And it's cooking. I like this idea.
Ant is
low-key.
cooking. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like there should be a Philly Street Fight on the card unless, I mean, why not?
Hey man, like I said, I'm all in for an AJ Styles and LA Knight feud, and it being like a one-on-one feud at WrestleMania. So
I'm down for it. Sign me up. Sign me up.
right after that, we got Dragon Lee against Angel Garza. It was announced that Rey Mysterio is going to be on SmackDown this upcoming week, and Elektra Lopez actually cut a promo on Dragon Lee saying that he'll never be Rey Mysterio. He's trying to dress up at him, and then basically set up a matchup against Angel Garza. Very good match. Dragon Lee is finally back on SmackDown. And Lee defeated Garza, and they took him out. So I guess we'll see what this means for the LWO and Legado for next week. Will Dragon Lee be a part of their little feud? I guess we'll have to find out. And then we get to the main event. We get to the answer. Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, The Rock, Roman Reigns. So my one gripe with this, there's so many long entrances. Like these guys are absolutely just going out there and having an aura off. Like there's
Literally.
not like, and it's crazy because they started doing the entrances, if I remember correctly, around 9:35 p.m. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, they're probably gonna get 20 minutes of just straight cooking, right? Absolutely not, because Roman Reigns, a long entrance, and then The Rock. By the way, The Rock, new entrance. It's actually one of the
Fire.
It's a fire entrance. That shit is absolutely heat.
He's so petty. Nigga came in like Black Adam. He's so petty.
Yeah. And then Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins came
They had
down.
the nerve to go
like
to
how
commercial, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they had the nerve to go to commercial, and then Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins came down like they was the Shield or something. They out here coming down and came to the ring, did their little promo, and tell me why. Middle of this promo, crowd starts chanting diarrhea, and so one key thing that I did notice, and Trent wasn't here for it, but Trent basically when the crowd was chanting diarrhea, The Rock and Roman Reigns actually almost broke character. For the simple fact that I don't think that they really thought that word would actually get over with the crowd. So they actually almost broke character because of that. They almost started laughing. And the big thing coming out of the segment, obviously, they accepted the challenge. It's gonna happen. WrestleMania, probably main event of night one. But the big thing coming out of this was obviously The Rock dialing it back, saying that The Rock is basically saying that, aren't your brothers like older than you and all this other stuff? And then basically the only reason he was born later was because he was a mistake. Then it seemed like Cody Rhodes was gonna speak, and then he ended up slapping the fuck out of The Rock, which was absolutely insane. There was a couple of things that I noticed from the segment, and I want to see if you guys also noticed it too. But it almost seemed like Roman Reigns was kind of looking at The Rock kind of like a little bit menacingly, like he didn't like that he was taking up his spotlight and stuff. Roman Reigns definitely not used to that. And same thing, Seth Rollins was also looking at Cody Rhodes in a way that wasn't, he wasn't very fond of what Cody Rhodes was saying. Same thing back and forth when Seth Rollins accepted the challenge. Cody Rhodes was looking at Seth like what are you doing? So there's a lot of intertwining things going on here, and honestly it's setting up a very interesting WrestleMania night one main event. We don't know what's going to go on. One thing that honestly I'm not going to lie, outside of like The Rock, it seemed like Roman and Cody were kind of playing second fiddle because Seth and The Rock absolutely cooked on the mic, especially Seth. Seth was out here calling The Rock Mr. Midlife Crisis.
Yo,
And those two seem to be like the standouts of the whole promo. Like The Rock and Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes just seem to be just in the shadows a little bit.
yeah, they was going crazy, and they called it a midlife crisis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, they was.
Yeah, fine. It's funny, bro. People try to cancel Roman, but then the same
Oh yeah, cross-dresser.
Same
It'd
people
be the
that
same.
the same people
It'd be the
laugh
same
at
niggas that
Cody
call
Rhodes'
Undertaker. I
wife.
mean, we call Damian Priest bisexual
Yeah.
Undertaker. It'd be the same niggas who do that shit.
And the
Shit
same
sad.
people that laugh when like someone makes a line that he wears his wife's clothes. So I don't get it, rap.
It'd be the same niggas that love the Attitude Era though. Shit crazy. It's ridiculous.
So how do you guys picture this night one main event going? Now that we're on this topic, how do you guys picture it going now?
I say, like I said again, bro.
I don't see
Go
them.
ahead, Tommy. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say I just don't like. Well, like Prince said earlier, it's just I just can't imagine them two taking the pin, bro. I just can't. I just can't see it.
You get a TKO of boards. It's not taking no fucking pin.
That's what I'm saying.
And
There's
short.
no way. There's
Not
no
taking
way.
a pin. So literally, they're gonna, bro. There's no way on God's green earth that Roman Reigns and The Rock are gonna lose. Nigga, first off, nigga, you have Roman Reigns and The Rock as a tag team. Like, what the fuck? Like that they shouldn't lose. Period. As just off the names alone, Roman Reigns, The Rock, you shouldn't lose. And honestly, bro, that nigga Seth Rollins gotta take the pin.
I'm not gonna lie, WrestleMania is about to be hell for Seth Rollins fans now.
He gotta take the pin, bro. He gonna take this pin and then he gonna take the pin tonight too because he's losing both matches.
What do you got to say, Wrestle Spot?
Nah, man, Mania's gonna be hell for Rollins fans. Segment was fun. I think we got one more week of The Rock, and I don't know if he's coming back after that. But as of now, he's not advertised for any shows till Mania. Hopefully, we get Roman and Cody in a one-on-one promo before then. Yeah, I mean, segment cooked.
So one thing I will say, all right, are you guys all under the impression that Seth is gonna take this pin?
Yes.
So I'm gonna tell y'all this because I was talking to my boy Tio, and there's a more compelling story that could be told in this match. Could you imagine Cody Rhodes gets pinned in this match? This sets up actually a better story than what a Seth Rollins pin would actually look like. Cody Rhodes, mind you, they've been building him for the last year that they want all the odds to be stacked against him. That's actually the main reason he actually lost last year.
Mm-hmm.
Coming into night one, he's, him and Seth Rollins, they're like, high over their heads, right? Cody takes the pin because it gives it more adversity for him. And he's going into night two. Everybody's having a heart attack. Oh my God, is Cody actually going to lose? Mind you, this night two match is going to be the most overbooked match you'll ever see.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be the Avengers, like everybody gonna come out, the whole bloodline, the whole WWE Avengers, everybody that supports, that's on Cody Rhodes' side, they're all gonna come out. Bro, the story that could tell Cody Rhodes taking the pin means a lot more than Seth Rollins taking the pin. Like,
You're right.
That could set up like potentially a disastrous night two that might not actually turn out to be disastrous because I do think Cody's gonna win, but it could paint a better story than if you have Seth Rollins losing.
And I say also that nigga lose. I'm telling you, bro. He gonna turn into a fucking demon. Nigga's not.
He's gonna.
I can't.
One
wait.
thing I will say, remember the solo spike that he did to Cody a couple of weeks ago at against Drew McIntyre. He's gonna kick out.
He's gonna kick out that shit, bro. No, they're gonna do the double shit. They're gonna do the tag team, the solo spike with the spear, and he's gonna fucking kick out, and the crowd is going to go fucking insane.
We're gonna see the first edition of like Super Cody.
Dude, this match might be the closest thing we get to an Attitude Era main event. As you guys know,
I
Attitude Era
feel like
main
Cena's
events,
coming out. I feel like Stone Cold's gonna come.
Stone Cold. I feel like they just
Speaking of Attitude Era, I gotta say some shit after we finish.
All right.
I actually know where you're going with this because now there's like this whole backlash on TikTok going right now. They talk about first they was trying to cancel the 90s era of NBA. Now
We're done
They
with
out here
90s.
trying to cancel, now
Yeah.
they're trying to cancel the '90s era for WWE, which is obviously wide regarded as the Attitude Era. But yeah, I think that's the segment for SmackDown. I think that this is how things are gonna go. Night one, heading into night two, and
Yes.
Trent. I mean, so what do you got to say about this Attitude Era stuff,
Take
man?
my phone off for a second. Hold on. Let me set my shit up real quick.
Go ahead, Brian.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, man. Niggas might be done with the 90s and 80s. I ain't gonna lie.
80s for sure. 80s.
80s
80s,
for sure. Oh yeah, 80s.
80s for sure. That's just not the 80s. Is just like y'all niggas suck. But the 90s, it's just like, bruh, like, let me set my shit up. I'm about to be. But like, nah, no funny shit though. Oh, let me see my shit on. Yeah, it is. It's just like. Trent, don't talk about the 2000s. That was actually pretty. I'm just talking about, look, we might be done with the 90s. All I'm saying is, that shit is not the GOAT era of wrestling. Nah, that's just me personally. It's not the GOAT era. Because think about this, right? Of course, they had the tag teams on live, like Edge, Christian, Hardys, Dudleys. They had it all, right? But outside of the main event scene, like, what is there to really talk about the Attitude Era? They have goated storylines, crazy storylines. That's what made the Attitude Era what it was. The Vince McMahon, Ross and Up, all types of shit. But outside of the main event scene, what is there to really talk about the Attitude Era?
You're cooking.
Like, niggas told me on my page to watch Backlash 2000. Everybody knows in the main event, The Rock winning, the Stone Cold coming back. You go watch the full pay-per-view before the main event. Swear to God, that shit is mid as fuck. I swear, like Tio said in his video, the night Mankind beat The Rock. That's probably the greatest. That's probably one of the greatest moments. That's what make them beat WCW. Go watch that Raw just before that main event. That shit sucks. Yeah, that shit is watching. That shit makes you want to go to sleep. But even wrestling is fine. Nigga, you don't think Ruthless Aggression had goated factions? Even this nigga, the Bloodlines are goated faction. Like, that's not gonna everybody part of wrestling from like the 90s to now have had phenomenal factions. But like, if we're talking about as a whole, match quality, pay-per-views, even like top guys, even though Ruthless Aggression, like the top guys are not in like the level of Rock and also like in the 90s, we had more stars, more quality to where like I would rather take that over the Attitude Era. Like, if you feel what I'm saying, like I just think the Attitude Era is top heavy as fuck. And then when it comes to nostalgia, especially for the Attitude Era, man, that shit is crazy. Like, I'm just saying, like, of course, like I'm 21, I'm born in 02, so I wasn't alive when it happened. So I just gotta watch these back. But like, people say it's not name 3 go to factions. I'm not. Why I gotta be 3 though? Nigga, Evolution's a go to faction. There's one. That's a go to faction right there. Like,
World's greatest tag team.
Here's the thing. I don't think you don't need to have 3 go-to factions.
Yeah.
Like, the Attitude Era was top heavy as fuck. We talking about like overall quality and depth. It's definitely Ruthless Aggression. Like, clearly. Like, I don't even think that shit. Like, I just want I want y'all besides WrestleMania 17, just the whole 90s. Go watch every single other WrestleMania. That shit sucks. Like, that shit is actually bad. Besides WrestleMania 17 in the 90s, just think about this shit. Like, literally, only WrestleMania 17. You take WrestleMania 17 out. WrestleMania 16, WrestleMania /2000, dog shit. WrestleMania 15, that shit was just Austin and Rock. Didn't care about Austin and Rock. Besides that shit had like 4 disqualification matches in one WrestleMania. Who does that? The year before, that shit sucked. I think that's the with Austin and Shawn Michaels. Watch the whole. That shit sucks. Like, that's like, come on, bro. Like,
the only thing they had for 14 was outside of that match was Undertaker and Kane. But outside of that, man,
2 matches. Like,
rest of it sucked,
if
man.
that happened in today's age, we'd be killing this shit.
So Travis, I got a question for you then. So what do you think is the greatest era then? You think it's Ruthless Aggression?
I'll probably say Ruthless Aggression. I'll tell you when it comes to like overall quality, pay-per-views, like stars, wrestlers, match quality, I gotta give it to Attitude Era. It's
How
just
how close do you see this one? Like how close is it to the Ruthless Aggression?
I'll probably say Attitude Era is like a clear number 2 because I think the Golden Era wrestling is terrible. I'm not gonna hold you. I think the Golden Era is just terrible.
Yep.
And then the PG era, that's kind of hard to do because it was a period of time that PG era, like them WrestleManias, like 27, 26 was mid, 25 was so fucking disappointing. Like there's a lot of mid-ass pay-per-views, a lot of mid-ass WrestleManias. And at the time, again, like around like 2011, niggas know how bad those rosters were. Yeah. So it's kind of hard. I think Attitude Era is the clear number 2. Like I think it's the clear number 2.
You don't think this era, the Renaissance era, like 2021, forward to now, you don't think it clears the Attitude Era, or you think it still has some work to do?
See, I ain't gonna lie.
Look at the pay-per-views. Look at the roster. Look at the manias. Look at 37, 38, 39.
I'm not gonna hold you. You might be cooking on that shit, bro. I haven't really thought about this era for real. So I've just been mainly focused on Ruthless Aggression. Because since I'm on Spring Creek, I'm gonna do a deep dive into Attitude Era. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch these because I really believe this shit was just main event merchants. That's what I really believe what Attitude Era was. I feel like people got a lot of nostalgia because, bro, if you wasn't there for peak Austin, you just never experienced it. But I think you can still watch with an objective lens. Like,
the one thing I will say about the Attitude Era, I don't know if there will ever be a main event scene quite like that.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's kind of what it boils down to. I don't know if we'll ever see that before. And think about it. During that time, a lot of those rivalries, they were like real in backstage. By the way, because
real quick, I just watched the first one, 2000 Backlash, mid as fuck. Besides the main event, she was mid as fuck. So I'm gonna keep going.
But like for example, like Rock and Triple H hated each other.
Yeah, they didn't fuck with each other.
The rivalry that they had was very good. So I guess like a lot of the things with like Attitude Era, like the believability was there, bro. Like you believed these people actually hated each other, and it's because they actually did backstage. Like everybody wanted to be the top guy. So that era will always be synonymous with like the main event talent, and I don't know if we'll ever see another era with that much main event talent being that good. This one is very close. This one is very close, but it's not there.
I'll put it like this. If this era didn't have like iPhones and internet like how the Attitude Era didn't, I think it could be viewed as the same route. Because just imagine in 2024 with no internet, well not no internet, but like no iPhone, no sources, The Rock come back, nigga. That shit would be way crazier than it was like in general. So I understand what you're saying for sure.
I'll tell you why I think like this current era is better than the Attitude. I think this one's number 2 for the simple fact that like the main event talent, like our main event talent now is not too far off from the main event talent back then. But now you start getting into mid card. Our mid card is way better.
Yeah, white.
Bro. We don't even gotta talk about the women.
Nigga. Luther's IC title reign is better than any reign, like any mini card reign in Attitude Era. Like any reign.
Yeah.
You can talk about European, the light heavyweight championship, don't even matter.
Hardcore championship.
Whatever you want to talk about. Nigga, you can even say 20. What year was it? 2017 Miz.
Yep.
Shit better than any mid card in the Attitude Era. Like any mid card, like literally. Like, that's what I'm saying.
And same thing. Our tag team division is stacked, bro. Like
also too, bro. Really, the kicker, women's wrestling.
Yeah, that's the big
one. Nigga,
that one clears.
Nigga, I watched WrestleMania 15, but they had a fucking bikini contest at WrestleMania.
Nah.
Like, come on, bro.
So that is actually like probably the main reason why I do think our era is number 2 for the simple fact that the gap between main event stars is pretty close. But then everything else, our era does it better, and not just like seemingly better. No, it's like far better. Like it's just way too far off. So that's why I do think just because of the discrepancy. Tag division.
But the thing is though. This
maybe the top names, yes, but
even if you say the tag division is better than now, honestly, like the peak of the tag division it's not that far off. Like the Usos,
Yeah,
I would argue
Ooh,
it's probably damn near shit, nigga. The Usos
better than.
you can say can go band for band with any tag team in
Yeah.
that era.
Yep.
Like the New Day can go band for band with any tag team in that era. Like they
And that's
can.
what-
You might give some of them the edge in the 90s, but the Usos specifically, bro, shit.
But here's one thing I will say. Well, yes, you had the Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian, the Dudley Boys, stuff like that. Bro, not only we do have star power at the tag team division, but we got depth. Like like there's
We
like
got
a
tag teams
elite-
main event and pay-per-views.
Bro, I think when they bring up the tag division, they bring up specific matches. Like,
Yeah.
of course, WrestleMania 17, the crazy spot. Like
SummerSlam 2000.
yeah, like they're specific, but like I just watched like nigga the Dudley Boys went up against fucking Test and Albert and TNA. Like I literally just watched that with my own eyes. And the way how the Dudley Boys lost was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Like so it's just I don't know, bro.
I'll say the funnest tag division for me is probably the Ruthless Aggression era. I mean, SmackDown 6 was, oh my lord. That shit was insane, bro. That shit was so fun to watch, man. You had like the Guerreros, you had the world's greatest tag team. You had Edge and Rey Mysterio for a little while. There was just so many great tag teams in the Ruthless Aggression era, and it was so fun to watch, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's like, bro. Yeah. It's just I just think that later down the line, because I think now since me, Tio, specifically starting that we done with the 90s shit, I think right now people gonna see it as a hot take and we're tripping and we wasn't live for this. But bro, if you really just be objective and just watch these pay-per-views, like besides the main event scene, bro, like these shits are mid. Like
Yeah.
this shit is mid. Like
It's the nostalgia, bro.
it got better right when it became Ruthless Aggression, like when 02, of course, SummerSlam 02, all like, but like I'm talking about like just like 90s wrestling in general. A lot of that shit is garbage.
Yeah.
Like a lot of that shit is garbage, bro. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of that shit is trash. So that's how I feel about it, bro.
So I guess one other thing I'll talk about. Has anybody here played WWE 2K24?
Yes.
Yes.
No, sorry, I got you around.
All right, dude, that shit's fun. So it's a hot take. All right. I think this might be the best WWE 2K game. Now hold on. Because obviously 2K14 is there, but 2K14 was made by Ukes.
Yeah, we don't count.
THQ.
We don't count.
Yeah, it's Ukes and THQ, right? But from 2K15 on, I think it's the best one.
I'm
Is
not
it
gonna
better than 19?
give it a. Ooh.
Nah,
It does
hold
every-
on.
I think it
Only-
does everything that 19.
The reason why I'm gonna
give it
pump
his
the brakes.
first updates first. Give it his first update first.
The reason
Okay,
why
okay.
I'm gonna pump the brakes. The reason I'm gonna pump the brakes. Because when I remember when WWE 2K22 came out, niggas was loving the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like later down the line, everybody stopped playing that shit. So it's like, and honestly, WWE 2K24 and WWE 2K23, it's basically the same game. Basically.
I think it blows it out the water for the sum of all the bro. I'm
If
telling
they're for
you,
real about these updates,
Yes.
then I'm gonna give it.
Oh, they got updates? What they
my
doing?
faction, bro. Every month, so PLEs, with PLEs, right? Wrestlers wear different attires. Those attires, you're gonna get them in the game.
Okay. So they trying harder. Okay, they trying harder. Okay, they actually.
Damn, I'm surprised you actually didn't know about that. But yeah, no,
Nah,
and then they're gonna be releasing a bunch of different character models. So right now, Drew McIntyre 09 is gonna be in the game.
Okay, is it like a my faction card, or you gotta?
Yeah, it's a my faction card. So
It
all
is,
these
but
cards-
once you unlock them, you get
yes,
them in the game.
You can use them in the.
yes.
I think I seen 09 Sheamus is a 79, which
Yes.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Nigga won the belt.
So the crazy part is the 09 Sheamus. Once you log on to my faction, you get him instantly. Like he's yours. All you gotta do is log on. He's yours. And then you gotta play my faction to get like the 2022 Trick Williams, the 2014 Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Obviously the Drew McIntyre is gonna come along. There's gonna be a 2000s Booker T coming up in the
I know
future.
they got to put another version of the Big Dog. I can definitely see them doing that
Yes.
shit.
They're gonna do the 2000s version of Triple H with my time. So that'll be very cool. So there's gonna be a lot of character models that you can potentially get with their theme songs going
They
along
did
with
that.
it.
You
We're
know,
getting the
bro,
WrestleMania 40 arena too.
they're smart because they did that for niggas to go play my faction and spend that bread. That's the new my team of WWE. It's the new my team.
So
Yeah.
so here's the thing.
They're smart for doing that. Go ahead.
So with the Persona cards, you can't buy them. You have to grind it.
Okay, I like that.
Okay,
You
I
have to
like that.
grind it.
I like it. Okay.
You can't buy them they don't pop up in the player market. They don't pop up in the pack market. You simply just gotta grind them. It's gonna be same thing with the gears. Well, actually, the gears might be a little different. You might be able to buy the gears, but the Persona cards, no, you gotta grind it. Like you gotta unlock it.
Hmm.
So there's gonna be different objectives that you have to do to unlock them, and that's something that I really do like because then it adds this element of like, oh, I actually got to play this game to actually get these cards, and it just adds a whole different element. But I'm not gonna lie, have you tried Gauntlet Eliminator yet? Gauntlet Eliminator?
Nah.
Nah. All right. Yo, 30-man Gauntlet Eliminator. Set it to pinfall, submission, false count anywhere. Thank me later. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like I'm telling you right now, it's literally a Royal Rumble match, but you can go anywhere. Like it's a false count anywhere. You can use weapons, whatever. That shit is absolutely fire, bro. It's hectic as hell.
Crazy.
It's a fun game. I think the only downside to the game is really showcase mode.
I talked about that shit. That showcase.
I had fun. I had fun with it, but like,
it's too
I like
much.
the slingshot thing. Yeah.
I just think that you basically skipping like the whole ruthless aggression era of pay-per-views, which realistically they're one of the best pay-per-views, like 21, 22, 23, 24 was cool. But still skipping all four of those is crazy. Like,
Should have got at least one from each, to be honest with you. At least one.
that ass.
Then the gameplay is actually very fun. I like throwing weapons. I don't know if I'll ever get bored of that shit, bro. That shit is way too fun.
That ramp camera was like such a small thing to do, but
I know.
It made it way better for me.
It's made it way better. And then I've actually tried the freelance camera where like you just do an AI match, AI versus AI. That shit's so fun, bro.
The only thing I don't like about the special guest referee match.
Yep.
When you try to turn off the meter, you can't.
Oh yeah, no. Nah.
Which sucks though. That sucks.
I hear a lot of the game's very good right now. I feel like
I'm gonna give it like another month or so before I rank it. Though.
Yeah. So one thing I will say, a lot of people are talking shit about Universe Mode, but I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't tried it yet.
Everything works, bro. Like I was like I was always saying like, oh, they need to add more stuff, but it's functional this year. You could do double title matches.
I just think that people want to add, like the fact when they put those cutscenes in My Rise, like they actually taking their time. I think they just want to do the same thing for Universe. Honestly,
yeah.
I think they just want to do the same thing.
Yep. And my Rise even is enjoyable, bro. It's 14 total hours between the men's and the women's. That's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's insane. But it's cool because they're actually trying, to like. I think the game's gonna have longevity because think about it like this: like the first DLC pack comes out in May, right? And it's actually one of the most exciting ones because obviously CM Punk's on it. But the last one is an NWO pack, and it doesn't even come out until November, bro. The game is going to have a longevity. Now, wrestling games aren't typical where like you play it every day, you don't care about other games. But I feel like this is gonna be one of those games, kind of like how the old ones were, where like you go off and play other games, and then you're like, you know what? I want to play some WWE 2K24. Like I think this will be one of those games, the one that you'll probably like to revisit, especially if they do all the updates and stuff, because it could keep the game very fresh. And every month you're gonna get new gear from a lot of these superstars.
They just gotta be consistent fixing that online server, bro.
Oh yeah, it's not as bad as last year though. I will say it's really not.
I was able to get a few games in actually for the first time yesterday.
Yes, last year's was very bad. The online servers.
Question off topic: who y'all got tomorrow between Mitri and F?
Wait,
oh man,
I thought that was Tuesday.
I'm tripping. Yeah, Tuesday.
I'm gonna go current era, man. I think the momentum with all the stuff going on right now is gonna work.
I think Mitri's about to get fucking fried.
Yeah, Mitri got attitude there, right?
Yes, bro.
Oh yeah, he cooked. It's fried
it's over for Mitri.
Fried fish. It's over, man.
Not looking too good.
I'm not gonna lie. This all this stuff, this trend couldn't have happened at a worse time for him.
Literally, like that's the
Oh.
worst time, bro.
And the crazy part is the only thing that he could really argue like is really the main event.
Nigga,
stuff,
the
bro.
only thing he can argue is nostalgia. I swear to God, that's the only thing he's gonna be able to argue, bro. Because you can't argue match quality. Oh yeah, and you can argue that it peaked higher. That's
Oh
why
yeah.
like the main event scene peaked higher than any type of wrestling. But then Neff can, I don't know, because when they say current era, can he talk about?
Oh
Ruthless?
yeah.
Like where can he only talk about?
That's confusing because it's
I
like
think they'll lay the ground rules on Tuesday, but we'll see, man.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, because the Attitude Era is pretty like it's
Top heavy, man.
it's what it is. It's 97 to 01, so it's like he can argue that whole thing. So it's like but for Neff, it's like what the hell is he gonna argue? Because is he gonna argue the PG era, Nah, he should not argue the PG era. What the fuck?
I'm not gonna lie. I would call it Bloodline era / current era. So since 2020.
Yeah, and nah, he's gonna get fried, bro. Mitri cooked, unfortunately for him. So crazy.
But after 2 hours, man, we hit 2 hours. Anything else y'all want to chop it up about before we get out of here?
Nah, I'm about to keep slandering these 90s. That's what it is.
You about to go watch some 90s matches?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, make sure y'all get a picture. Make sure y'all get a picture of me when I'm at Raw. I'm gonna be hella close.
All right, bet.
Are you? Is the camera? Are you on the side? Are you on the other side of the hard cam? Okay.
So like,
you'll be on camera.
Yeah, I'll be on camera. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, all right. Damn, all right. You gonna be on the floor or up by the ramp?
Floor 4. I'm on. So let me. Like when it shows when you get tickets and it's literally the hard cam and I'm like my seat is on row 4 on this shit. It's like seat 2. So I probably will be on camera. Plus I'm hella tall, so yeah, I'll probably be on camera.
I'm gonna look out on Wednesday. If you watch Big Business, look out for me and Jay, man. We gonna be up in there, man. We gonna be in there.
That's crazy.
But
a good podcast today. Shit was nice.
Any plugs for anybody? Trent?
Go ahead, Trent.
Oh, I was gonna say Trent _wrestling. That's really about it, man. That's really about it. But I say if y'all fuck with football and shit, sub to my main channel. We about to hit 900 subs soon. Let's see. That's really TR5NT on YouTube for my football shit. That's about it
though. For me, at Rod Hardy on TikTok, be dropping some content this week. Bunch of content this week actually, and I'm probably gonna be posting my live reactions actually at Big Business. So be on the lookout for that. If they don't go up Wednesday night, they will definitely go up Thursday morning. So just be on the lookout for that. It's gonna be a great show. Tune in, and if you see me on TV, take a picture and at me.
Tommy.
Nah, man, it's your boy Tommy. I mean, it was a great stream. I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie. I got about 30 minutes before Ramadan officially starts for me, so it should be a little journey for me. But it's gonna be a journey for sure, man. But we'll see. But great stream, man. Rest in peace to Akira Toriyama, though. First and foremost.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. man.
2 things that hit on my end. The Next Level app, they're giving away 2 tickets to Mania, 2 tickets to Raw for Mania, a hotel stay in Philly. All you got to cover is travel. But, yeah, they're giving all that away. If you click my link, you can go sign up for all that. Totally free. Go do what you want. Second thing, at the beginning of the show, we did talk to Rod, man. We told him this was his last week as a guest on Bad Takes Better Conversations. But that is because he is now the 4th co-host of Bad Takes Better Conversations.
Wait, hold on. You for real?
Of course, man.
Welcome to the team, Brody.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the team, Brody.
I'm not gonna lie. That's fire, bro. Honestly, I just gotta say just something real quick. Shit, man, that's crazy, man. Let me talk to you. See, starting next Sunday, man. Next Sunday, right here, live on YouTube, man. Rod Hardy, we here for good. We here on the greatest wrestling podcast of all time, with everybody saying BTBC. BTBC.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man, we appreciate y'all watching after 2 hours and 4 minutes. Rod, Trent, Tommy, Steven was kind of here. But we'll see y'all next week, episode 78, man.
Yes, sir.